Alright, just gonna take a couple of seconds here to make sure everything sounds okay and that I sound okay. That it's all alright and stuff. Everything sounds okay and that I sound okay. That it's all alright and stuff. Okay, does this sound a little better? Am I sounding a little better? Is it not as loud? Or, yeah, it sounded a bit loud when I was doing it, but when I was hearing it, but... Okay, does this sound a little better? Am I sounding a little better? Is it not as loud? Or, yeah, it sounded a bit loud when I was doing it, but when I was hearing it, but... Okay, does this sound a little better? Yeah, it's perfect. We are good. Well, let's get things started. And hopefully this time, ShowPro won't copyright me into oblivion because of one dumb song. Okay, so man, Sunday morning, which means there are like 3 things of social I need to do. Or I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These I can do 3 right now. What did I put down for this? What was the order? Hold up, let me check. That's my... There we go. So the next one I was going to do was Nate, then Babe, then Sabrina. That was the plan at least. Nate, Babe, Sabrina. Alright. So we're doing Nate next. Where is he? There he is. Hey. Want to find Nate? Sure do. It was a pleasure to see you. The weather is pleasant. An interesting scene unfurls here in the garden. Nate and Annabelle carry on an idle conversation of absolutely no importance. You're not here, but if you were, you may notice something very particular about the particulars of this conversation. However, a keen observer of the scene may not notice that the words they are saying is almost entirely different from the movements of their lips. Indeed, there's no rain. You disobey orders. I agreed. I did. Let's hope it continues not to rain. Do Do you have no defense? I do not have an umbrella. I do not have a defense. That's unfortunate. Look, if I'm gonna get wet, I'm going to get wet. Why fight it? Look, if you're gonna push me around, you're going to push me. Why fight it? It may attract fireflies. You exposed PW50 to civilian eyes. I love fireflies. I save civilian lives. You do too, right? That's what we do, right? I don't like the big ones. They should be smaller than my hand. We don't have the luxury of doing anything other than what the moment demands. Of course, insects are swift, right? They might bite your toe. Of course, ignorance is bliss, right? A bliss that people like us can never know. That's enough. Pi, look at the time. You're allowed to leave any time. Will you? No, I can't. None of us can. Not with our memories. We all must go eventually. What memories are there worth keeping? Every single one. Every breath, every tear, every scar. To take them from me to kill whoever I am underneath all these disguises. That was a strange outburst. Please use coded language when speaking about work. I already spend all my time lying to my classmates. Can't we just drop the act when there's no one around? There's always something around you, Nate. Can't even say my real name, huh? What are you doing here, handler? Keeping people safe. That's our duty. That's what we shall always do. I warned you not to get into this life. You can't warn a child. If you don't want me to go, you have to stop me. Or better yet, never even offer. Now, it's too late. I'm so lonely. No one knows the real me. The moment I get a chance to share anything true about myself, I have to wipe them. It's not fair. Don't I deserve at least one friend? At least one person who knows me through the personas? I don't want to do this job for 70 years and die without anyone knowing who I am. Well, there's one way out of this. If I break a rule badly enough that the agency decides I'm not worth the risk. You've been here for a while, handler. Is that what you've come to say? Finally had enough time to deliver the bad news? Frankly, I thought I'd get black bagged that very evening, but I guess not. And enough time's passed that I'm not sure what kind of protocol we're following anymore. Don't be cowardly. What? If you want to be free from this life, then remove yourself from it. Don't ask someone else. Don't ask the industry. Don't ask me. Pull the trigger. I hate you. The agency has decided you should stay here at Koban to maintain its presence for future operations. You are to have no further responsibilities regarding the Azoth project, and are to deny any involvement. Further, you are to continue utilizing the Nate persona, and you are to operate under my direct supervision for the duration. So that, excuse me, I must go. And that's when you walk in. Hey, Nate. Dan, how you doing? Looks like you found my secret bush base. A bush base? What? Oh, you know, a secret base. They're all the rage in Hoenn. You set them up in the trees, you can even carve them into hillside caves. Sometimes they can find a bush that's just right. Everyone loves showing off their secret bases. That kind of sounds like the opposite of what the name of a secret base implies it should be. Hey, don't debase them. What they do with their secret base is their own business. Well, for a secret agent, your own secret base kind of sucks. I mean, I just walked in here. Now, I may have confidence, style, success in bed, and the worldliness of a secret agent, but I'm not actually one. I mean, I've got more common with a cleaning agent than a secret one. I'm like the computer bug equivalent of Bleach. Forest, the psychic disturbance on your Poké radar. Azoth 1, the International Police, Blake, the snake keeps leading towards you, forcibly pushing your hand to your mouth, knocking you both backwards onto the ground. Shut up! What the hell, dude? What are you doing? You attempt to answer, but the hand covering your mouth is somewhat discouraging such activities. Oh. How do you know all about that? Have you been using a listening device? Oh. Okay. I'm going to let you up. We're going to have some private... We're going to go somewhere private to continue this conversation. Don't scream. Try to make fun for it. I will knock you out and drag you to where we need to go. You're like a foot shorter than me. Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, being shorter doesn't mean I can't twist you into a pretzel. Make a move, old man, I'll tie you down on a pretzel. Alright, man, lead the way. Why are you being so... Whatever, come on. Nate leads you through the campus, on the back of the baseball field, into a warehouse that looks like it might have once held sports equipment. So, Mr. Lars, if that is your real name, my birth name was Sugimori, actually. Would you be serious for a moment? You don't seem like the kind of guy who appreciates it when things get too serious. You don't know anything about me. Well, if that's true, then I don't think you would have just blind checked me into a warehouse on the far side of school. On that note, can we open windows in this thing? I can barely see you. Fine. Tell me everything you know, and how you know it. Alright, you tell Nate the truth of your memory retention freely. And as far as I can tell, I'm the only one who still remembers. How does my Pikachu remembers? I don't think you're lying. That's a relief. But if you're telling the truth, then BEM 651 must have just screwed up the hypnosis somehow. I don't get it. Why did you just hide this information? Keep it to yourself. I had no idea the hypnosis didn't work. Honestly, I just wanted to talk to you more, dude. I'm bad enough with secrets that I figured the truth would come out at some point, so might as well take the initiative. Jeez, that friendship thing really did a number on you. That's another thing. You knew about friendship before anyone else, but you didn't even seem to care. Powers like that, honestly, they're a dime a dozen. I can't turn a quarter without running into someone with some sort of one-of-a-kind biological idiosyncrasy. You're an interesting guy, so can you really blame me for wanting to talk to you more, even if it means I get my memories wiped after? Damn. That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Payback for not wiping my mind? Sorry, Dan, I can't do that. Worth a shot. Go, BM61. Damn! Well, wait. Already? Can we talk first? What's the point? Well, what was the point that first time? It had been a long time since I was able to talk to anyone as myself. Sorry, I guess I was just using you as an emotional dumping ground. Want to do it again? Yeah. But I shouldn't. Sorry, I don't know what kind of stuff hangs around in your subconscious. Close your eyes. Alright, light me. Yeah, alright. Say hey to the great beyond for me. BEM 651, Standard Lethal Protocol, 2nd grade. Wipe all memories of events from the 15th of May, 2004. 15th of May, 2004, too. Oh, hey, you're finally awake. Hit baseball pretty hard, man. You alright? Yeah, fine. Except the hypnosis didn't work again. Hey, what? You're such a kidder. I can realize my sweet moves can be hypnotizing, but the only trick here are my sick fake-outs. You're a secret agent working for the International Police. Your name is Blake. You've tried to wipe my memories twice now. Son of a... Alright, sorry, let's try this again. Do we have to? BM 61, Standard Protocol, 3rd grade. Do a deep wipe of all memories of me. Except the parts where I told him those ace holes. Told him to those ace holes. I don't think that's a fair way of describing it. Hey, you alright? Looks like that baseball hit you pretty hard. You know, that's funny considering my head doesn't hurt at all. Also funny considering I remember you remember a Interpol named Blake. God! Do I... Hey, knock it off! It's not working. If you keep wiping like that, you're gonna give me brain damage or something. Why isn't it working? How are you resisting this? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Damn it! The agency realizes that I left a loose end. They'll wipe me, and they'll screw around in your head until they figure out how to remove the right memories. And they won't stop until they figure out how to remove them. What do I do? I mean, what do we do? There's no we here, Dan. I screwed up, and now I need to figure out how to get this mission back on track. There actually is a we. You just said that if Interval finds out I know about you, they'll strap me to a table and put amnesia into my head. It's not exactly what I said. I read between the lines. I'm not doing this super well. Saying stuff like that, I think you really need to lay out those lines for a bit. I've talked to a secret agent who was sent here to investigate some sort of alien life form and rewrite my doormate. I really don't think what I said was all that crazy in comparison. Fair. Alright, fine. Here's what we do. I've got no idea. You're a secret agent, Blake. You tell me. Okay, first thing you do is never call me secret agent again, or Blake, especially in the same sentence. Literally the worst possible thing you can do for OPSEC. In fact, don't even think of me as Blake. If you do, you might actually call me that. Sure. Next, we need to contain the information breach. Does anyone else know about this? Like I said before, no, even my doormates and Pokemon seem to have no idea what just happened. Okay, and you haven't told them since, right? Right. What about the Pokemon on you now? Go in my dorm. Huh? David, fetch your belt, your vest, and even looks in your hat closely. You really did. You came here fully expecting to be white again. This isn't a trick. I just wanted to talk. I see. Sorry about being suspicious. Standard protocol. Oh, who am I kidding? There's no standard protocol for this. This has never happened before. Hey, focus up. You need to think of a plan, right? Number 1, I refer to you by your name or title again. Number 2, make sure no one else knows. What's next? Right, number 3 is, I guess, try to figure out a way to make your being white disadvantage to the agents. Right, number 3 is, I guess, try to figure out a way to make you being white a disadvantage to the agency? What do you mean? If they want you white, you will be. So, we need to figure out a way to make it to where they don't want to wipe you. How? Protocol states that if a civilian is a critical part of the success of the mission, the civilian may be allowed to keep the knowledge, as long as they remain in contact with the agency. That's how I was brought in, but if I try to invoke that clause on behalf of someone else, they'd have a hard time denying me. Well, that's great then. I already helped in the mission, right? The whole Azov thing? Yeah, you were, at best, a distraction there. Oi. But hey, you were a really useful distraction. Arguably, though, P was even more useful. I mean, trying to punch an alien Pokemon in the face? Your ex has got some balls, if not some brains. What? He's not my ex. Really, the way he always complains about you, I just assumed... never mind. Well, since mission can be a critical part of success of... Well, which mission can I critical... I can't read. Well, which mission can I be a critical part of success in, then? Good question. I've been sort of gathering side missions in this school year so far. B, Bay, and H all have given me leads towards certain someone that I've been hunting for a while. Your roommates? Yeah. So even when you sleep at night even where you sleep at night is determined by your job. Hey, where I sleep at night is my decision. Well, mine and one others. Sometimes more than one. You know what I mean. Yeah, alright. Truth be told, I've had this doormate configuration planned for quite a while, even before color domes were allowed. I can't hit on this behalf, so knowing she was trying to make them happen. Of course, that didn't really work, but the old student council was looking for a way to calm down the student after that fallout, so it still worked out for me. Anyway, I can't drag you into one of those missions, at least not right now. I'm done sharing other people's information. If they want you in, they'll have to ask. So what do I do? Wait, you mentioned Bianca as well. You know Bianca's father was murdered after she exposed his name and address on TV. But everyone knows that now. Are you saying that Hilbert and Bay have problems that have something to do with the murder of Bianca's father? That's what these coincidences are pointing towards. Jeez, we need to tell them. Not yet. I need more information. Knowledge is power. Carlos is bacon. What? What? You're still the guy, you know that? Anyway, that's our mission. Our mission, okay. I'll get in contact with you soon about our next step. I'm going to talk to my roommates, and you should too, but don't let them know we're working together yet. Hey, thanks for being willing to work with me about this, and not just, like, hitting me on the head really hard. I want to make a world where people forget they have fists. Can't start that by whacking off every joke that comes around, even if it's easy. A world where people forget they have fists, huh? A peaceful world, pal. The only thing that can make all this sacrifice worth it. Alright, now let's get out of this warehouse. People might think we're having too much of a good time to stay for too long. The way you were banging around earlier. Yeah, you're the expert on banging around. Man, you have no idea. Your heart shaped your feels very stiff with Nate, from friend to pal. Are those... I mean, I think those are synonyms. Hey, Annabelle. Oh, my boy, my darling boy. What have I made of you? Hanging out with Nate would help convey an amount of XP to Darksteel and poison Pokemon in your party. Oh, neat. Do I have some poisons? I probably do. And Peak start coughing stuff out. Great. Yellow is overjoyed. Howdy, one person who was here like 5 minutes ago. Alright, Nate is down. Next up is Faye. Ugh. It's Faye, then Sabrina. Then I got two more from newer gens that I don't know. That's gonna be... you know... Alright. Bay time. Want to find Bay? You walk into the gym. You see that, unusually for this time of day, there seems to be only one other person here. Ha! Ha! Look. Hey, Bay, doing some training? Yes, living in Koban has weakened me. At my home on Stoneside, I used to wake up every morning and climb the mountains north of us. Cool. So, hey, you told me to find you so we could work your face training? It's fine if you don't want to anymore. I know things have changed since you made that offer. Yes, things have changed. Revealing of your power was unexpected for both of us. If it helps, I didn't know about it until 2 weeks ago into the school years. That is of no consequence. I was moved by the speech you gave. Moved? You could have fooled me. I understand the pains of those with power can conflict. I think it shows strength of character and willing to restrain yourself, as I believe you have. Thanks. Although, the way this power works, I think I could have used it in a negative way. There are those who are creative in their application of the natural talents. I trust that you are not that sort. In any case, I'm friends with Sabrina, and I do not fear her. There is less than nothing to fear from you. I mean, that's great, but I feel a tiny bit offended. Therefore, I would ask if you join me in my training, as originally requested. Absolutely. How does this work exactly? It's quite simple. Attack me, and I will attempt to block or dodge. If I express fear, uncertainty, or panic, then I fail. Of course, if I fail, I also fail if I cannot fend off your attack. Attack you? I don't know any martial arts. Oh. I assumed your muscle definition you knew a bit of Muay Thai. I think I had that at a bar once. Aren't you 18? Isn't that... I don't know. Other countries are weird. Well, less so other countries are weird and more so America is different in the whole 21 thing. Well, in that case, just try to grab me. Man, this is a weird conversation to have. Just like, grab? Where? The extremities of my limbs are the hardest to find purchase on. However, they are the easiest to keep in your possession. If you were to grab my wrist, I would understandably jerk my arm inwards to try to slip out of your grasp. You should counter that, not by resisting, but by following the flow of my arm's movement. After I'm incapable of pulling my arm back any further, you can similarly jerk your arm around backwards at the same time, throwing me off balance if my footing is not secure. However, my footing will be secure. You will be unsteady, and you want to I can't read, especially in this dumb British accent. However, my footing will be secure, and you will be able to you'll want to unsteady me with a firm kick to my inner right ankle. However, I'd be expecting that, so aim higher as I'll I'm pretty sure none of this is relevant. You did like 200 push-ups during the battle team meeting, with some whatever Pokemon's out on your back. There's no way I'm laying a hand on you. Training me not be enough to overcome the additional 90 pounds of muscle you bring to our bout. Fair enough. Now, begin! Oof! Ah, gosh, I should have used the Roblox chant. Oh well. Oh, I thought I was going to attack you, and you're going to defend. Yes, and the best defense is an unweatherable offense. Well, I can't argue that. Give me a second to... Ow, shit! We're still going? Attack me! You had her wrestling with me for more than 10 minutes, though she's clearly more skilled than you. You notice her stamina is starting to flag, and expect that you might be able to successfully grab her wrist. You push through your Tidus and... Gotcha! Ah! Aren't you going to, like, pull your arm back? What happened to that big plan? Please let go. Huh? Yeah, of course. Sorry, did I hurt you? No. Kind of froze there. Something you'd like to tell me about? With the understanding that you'll tell no one else. I promise. I was a trainer once before. In Gala, training schools aren't typically a thing. Most people just start their journey after getting an endorsement. Yeah, Ness explained that to me. I wasn't alone on that journey. With me, there was another. A boy I loved like a brother. He actually didn't want to go on an adventure. He was too young too, but I dragged him along and... We had just about to start our journey when we were attacked. My brother was timid and shy. I'm assuming this is Alistair. With what little knowledge I have of Gen 8, I'm assuming that she's talking to Alistair because they share the gym. My brother was timid and shy. I promised to protect him. It was the only way I could have gotten him to leave his library, and I promised. But I froze. I panicked. I failed. When Sharon was saying those awful things to you up on stage, I saw that fear in your eyes. I recognized it. Blind panic, betrayal, hurt and non-comprehension. The world could be. I don't. That sentence structure was weird. I felt the same from Sabrina. Of course, using her power, she could have defended herself, but she, like others, cannot comprehend of the need to defend oneself. I can. I should have done so. Once again, I froze. I panicked. I failed. I thought, after years had passed, that my strength would be enough, that I could save another from the fate that befell my brother. But absolutely nothing has changed. Now my brother barely leaves his room. He barely shows his face to anyone. He lives with the poisonous, caustic shame. A shame that should be mine. Hey, no! You have nothing to be ashamed of. Neither is mother. You were kids. And if you were fully grown, that's still nothing to be ashamed of. What happened next? We went back home. My brother retreated to his library, hiding himself even deeper in the shadows. Then, returning from school one day, brought home a papier-mâché mask that he made in art class, and I've never seen his face since. Is that why you wear a mask too, then? God, I'm trying so hard not to make a reference to that stupid song. Yes, I must train myself so my weakness doesn't cause more tragedy like this to happen again. For that, eliminating uncontrolled movements of my body is practical. Removing all traces of emotion in my face is not strictly necessary for that. That is my penance. Okay. Oh? Okay, I understand. I'm happy, but surprised. But to understand, no one my brother ever could. When bad stuff happens to us, we all have different coping methods. It's not my place to judge yours. It feels like you're paying off some sort of debt, then carry on. Forever if you need to. That's the exact opposite of what my therapist said. Well, I don't have a degree. The way I see it, as long as you're not hurting anyone, you can do whatever you want. If you want to keep your emotions hidden, go ahead. Not sure if I agree. Not sure if I disagree either, though. Just kind of a thing. No one's ever said that. It's fine before. I'm interested now. Who are you, Daniel Laws? It's the guy who's going to be Pokemon champion. What about you, Bae? I intend to leverage my position as a member of the battle team to return to Gala and get a second endorsement. Begin my journey again. Oh, you're going to try the Galarian League again? Yes. first part of my penance was to wear my brother's mask. The second is part to finish my journey alone. And after that, you'll be satisfied? After that, I feel I've done enough to deserve the chance to beg for my brother's forgiveness. Aren't you being a bit hard on yourself? There's no Galarian story my brother used to tell me about Roly-Coly. This Roly-Coly was very small and weak, and it had other Roly-Coly, and all the other Roly-Coly used to mock and shun her. Actually, the original story, the Roly-Coly was male, not to mention it was female. Anyway, besides this, Roly-Coly was never able to participate in the coal running along with the others. It was behind when they evolved into Colo. What's a Colo? Whatever. So it started training itself, but ran into walls over and over to toughen its shell. It did this for ages until one day it ran itself into the wall of the abandoned mine so hard that it caused a cave-in. The other Colo and Colossal were racked with grief as they saw what their bullying and shunning had done. They wept above the pile of rubble of their home, and now marked their sister's grave. One of them noticed a shining light coming from the debris. The coal Pokemon quickly began to execute the rubble, and beneath they saw something remarkable, a lone Roly-Coly's body. Though its intense training, the pressure collapsed I can't read. And the pressure of the collapsed mine, it became a shining diamond. So the Roly-Coly survived, right? Oh no, she was quite dead. I guess they don't get the moral of the story. I guess the moral is that Galar is a dim, rainy place where everybody has a very grim outlook on life. Here, England. Why'd you tell me that story? I asked if you were being a bit hard on yourself. Oh, right, I forgot the point I was trying to make. The point is, it's always easy to see one's best qualities after they've been broken. That's my goal. I will become unbreakable, unflinching, then shatter myself against the stones. I will eliminate my weakness, temper my strength. So you'll make yourself strong and then weak? I will show my brother that even the strong can be broken. His shame comes because he believes his weakness caused the attack. But I will teach him that even the strong can be weakened. And then perhaps, after my penance is paid, he sees that his misfortunes are not his fault. Things can go back to how they were before. I see. I was with you for the wearing the metaphorical mask part of your plan thing, but I think I'm a bit lost into some of the details now. Elaborate. Like, when you say you're going to make yourself stronger, you mean you'll become physically strong, right? As in put on more muscle, learn new martial arts? Yes. Okay, I'll get how you do that. Simple enough. Exercise and training. But what about the breaking? How are you going to do that? To prove to your brother that even the strong can be broken? By begging for forgiveness. Right. This is kind of a complicated plan. What? What? Can't do the accent. It's very hard. No, it has 2 steps. Get strong, then ask for forgiveness. It's that simple. Sure, but what about how your emotions? How long will that last? How strong is strong enough? I mean, you're already pretty strong. What's the point of finishing your Pokemon journey in Galar if you're focused on becoming physically stronger? What happens if you really well in Cobon? Are you just going to quit whenever you end up becoming a beginner trainer? Are you just going to quit wherever you end up and become a beginner trainer again in Galar? And if you were going to do that, then what about the Pokemon you trained in Coupon? Are you just going to leave them in the PC and pick up a Farfetch somewhere in the wild? You've been thinking about this plan for a long time, haven't you? Yes. I can tell. You had so much to plan, you lost your original goal. The number one thing you want is to get your brother to open up again, right? I want him to feel safe again. Okay, let's focus on that. Let's come up with a plan for how we're gonna do that. We? Sure, I want to help you. And even though you tossed me around the gym for 10 minutes, it's like you can really do with a little help on the planning front. That's fair. What do you have in mind? I don't know yet, but I'll seek you out when I can, alright? Yes. You received base contact info. Neat. Please contact me as soon as you feel we can begin our discussion on this plan. Sure thing. Oh, by the way, Bae. You've been kind of loose with your face in this entire conversation. I find it difficult to hide my feelings around you for some reason. I'd imagine it's the side effect of your power. Yeah, maybe. Alright, see ya, bae. That was intense. Hey. Jess, Janine. Oh, Miss Janine! Yeah, hi. What were you talking about? She was just telling me about her past, her home in Gala, really. Why? She's part of the battle. She's part. God, it's been so long since I've done this, I forgot the Janine voice. She's a part of my battle team. I just want to know how my battlers are doing. I keep an eye out for possible mutiny, of course. Well, she's doing fine. She's a bit confused, but she's alright, figuring it out. Right, from what she told me, Never mind. If she wants to tell you, she will. Not everyone is as much of an open book as I am. Hey, she's your teammate. Bet she's been through a lot. She's been through a lot, and I care about her. Be nice to her, or else, and not in the fun way. Of course, I wouldn't dream of anything else. Neat. Good. The girl's strong, but I don't think but doesn't think long term. And when she does, she just confuses herself. She needs like a notebook or a planner or something. Your hardship to confuse your relationship with me evolved from training partner to planner. Yep, rock and fighting. Neat. Alrighty. Be out of the way. I gotta remember how to do the Janine voice. That was so bad. So the next one's Sabrina. Alrighty then. I'm assuming Cooking Club adds to mallow? Do I even have mallow? I don't have mallow. Interesting. Negative 95. Anyway, Sabrina. Yep, go meet Sabrina. You're walking. Oops. You're walking across campus when you suddenly get a strange feeling, somewhat like static, in the back of your mind. Oh man, am I about to have a stroke? I'm way too young for that. It's not a stroke. Sabrina, you're... I thought that... Never mind. This was a foolish idea. I should not have reached out. Are you sure? Wait a bit, but hear no response. Alright. Carry on, doing your best to avoid thinking about Sabrina, in case you make your mind louder. I don't know exactly if this will work, but hopefully she'll appreciate it. I do. Sabrina, you're giving me mixed messages here. If you want me to stay away, I will. If you want me to reach out, then I'll do that. Even more happily. But I'm going to need you to pick a lane. I mean, you can see how it's a bit unfair to tell me to stay away, then pop into my head whenever you want to say something. Like, I get you can't help but read my thoughts, but these long-range connections are a very voluntary thing, right? This is not a long-range connection. Oh, but that must mean... you see a flash of blue steel hair across the corner of the academy building. Oh, hey! Hello. You look good. I cannot begin to describe how tiresome and overplayed such a compliment is to me. Great, that's fantastic. I love it. I should talk to you. We're talking. So we are. So, what's my current status? You made that request that I'd stay away. Command. You're not Janine. It doesn't really feel like a command coming from you. Anyway, you made a request. Is that still valid? Is that what you want? Because if so, you're doing a pretty bad job of making me believe it. Like, it would be super easy to get me to drop everything and just stay away right now. Right, I'm not hearing anything. Moving on, then. Wait, I don't want to have to make a decision. Not right now. Please, give me some more time to understand how I feel. Alright. Well, how do you feel? I mean, what happened with those two ace trainers and all? A symptom of a larger threat. They were merely the hand that acted on society's behalf. What? It's not the first time I've heard thoughts about how people might seek to use me. I pay them no heed. Surely their cruel thoughts were just idle fantasy, as so many others have been. Perhaps if I'd read their thoughts more deeply, I would have seen the full extent of their malignance. Perhaps I should have embraced my nature as a witch much sooner. Well, you certainly got back at them. What I did was petty and underhanded. It's beneath me. I should have... Well, I can't deny that it was satisfying in the moment, but the momentary pleasures of others have plagued my mind for too long. I seek not to stoop to their level. Don't be so hard on yourself. Perhaps it is a remnant of my upbringing. In the Esper village where I was born, we were taught to be caretakers for the rest of humanity. Caretakers? What, like youth mix our sheep? I don't know what a youth mix is, so that sentence doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What, like youth mix our sheep and you're the shepherds? Quite like that, actually. Of course, these infantile philosophies that popped up as saviors and guiders of the common man are nothing I subscribe to anymore. Though, besides the arrogance it might instill in its adherents, it was a non-harmful belief. Its core tenet was that we must never use our blessings against the youth mix. So, how did that work with your inability to turn it off? About as well as you can imagine. Is it wrong for me to ask what your relationship with your parents is like? I do not know of them. What? I was deposited on the doorstep of the orphanage of Saffron City. My powers were discovered with a spoon I carelessly tossed bent. I don't remember my time at the orphanage. Emissaries from an Esper village on Mount Silver claimed me and brought me back. I lived in that village until I was removed. Removed? I would leave the village and stay in Johto once in a while to try to acclimate myself to the people around me. During these trips, I found myself some friends of a fouler bent. The Esper village taught me restraint to conceal. My new friend allowed me to use my powers as I wanted. They encouraged me to see them as a tool, not as a burden. We're free from society's restraints and rules. I found myself gravitating towards those who were as shunned to society as I, misfits and outcasts, criminals even. They saw me as a good luck charm, or a mascot of their company. Perhaps they knew of my powers, but did not fear them. They sought to use them, as I did. God, I hope this is a manga reference. I mean, this game already has a ton of them, but... You can't have too many Pokemon manga references. But then, one day, we received orders to march on Saffron City, the place of my birth. I assumed. I did not wish to leave Johto. I did not wish to permanently leave the village. I refused. None of my new friends came back. Perhaps that is why I did not go with them. But I had not the strength to tell them to stay. We were not the group that allowed ourselves to be told anything. The village elder received a letter the day after my 18th birthday. He informed me as to its contents. I had been found out. One of my friends with the city had dropped my name. The Kanto and Johto police forces were now aware of a powerful, unregistered Esper working alongside a group that had attempted something dreadful in Saffron. It was only the dedicated political situation regarding the jurisdiction over Mount Silver that prevented the authorities from marching up the mountain to claim me. The elder then knew what I had done, how I'd used my powers. He knew that I was not the victim of my telepathy, but that I reveled in its power that it gave me over others. I can't read. Is that true? Did you really feel that way? I find much comfort in your inability to pluck the answer from my mind, as I would certainly have done to you. I fled instantly. I'd given no thought to my village, nor to the home that I might have made in Saffron. I ended up as far away from the illeague as I could. I ended up in Koban, and I continued as I had, sneaking, stealing, cheating, and scamming until Instructor Will. Until Instructor Will. My villager taught me that my powers were a burden, that they were the instrument of ascendancy from the lesser peoples around me. My friends from the city taught me that my powers were a weapon, that they enabled me to take what I wanted, from whoever I wanted, even from their minds. But Instructor Will used his to entertain. When I felt the psychic hum of another Esper in that blackjack table, I was certain that I'd be found out, and I would finally go to prison. Perhaps that is where I could finally be at home. Well now, seems like you have quite the lucky streak, miss. How about a drink? On the house, of course. Oh, but I need to see my ID. Just routine, of course. Can't imagine what skincare routine you use to keep yourself looking so young and fresh, but I am jealous. It was a ridiculous show, but he had gotten me out of the room without any other angry patrons ever guessing. I retained my freedom for one more day. I returned to my apartment, baffled by his generosity. I heard some of my old friends had a hideout somewhere in Asperia. I was on my way to find them when Instructor Will tracked me down. Hideout in Asperia. Why does this ring a bell? Your understanding of silver increased. You said Instructor Will tracked you down? Okay, now I know it's 100% a Team Rocket manga reference, because I'm pretty sure Silver's thugs are old Team Rocket members, especially considering Silver is very clearly Giovanni's kid in this game. You said Instructor Will tracked you down? I am unaccustomed to people being able to get the drop on me. A strange man at night who I didn't hear coming. I'm sure you can imagine my fear. I had nothing to fear. He asked me if I had a place to stay for the night, and I responded I did. He gave me a phone number to call if I ever wanted more out of life. The next day, I called it. And the day after, I had a job at the casino. There's a casino on Asperia? And no one decided to tell me. I want to go gambling. It turns out they will hire Espers pretty much on site. I wasn't even old enough to gamble there, but I was old enough to work, so they taught me how to shuffle the deck of cards, and, well, that was that. It was a fun job, though I hesitate to call listening to a chorus of rapturous crowds and cries of financial despair fun, but it was fun. I suppose I have no room to judge. My ignorance was comprehensible, and the mind was for no greater reason than that I didn't want to feel constrained. You quit the job, though. I did, when I left the school after... well, you know. I did it on the spur of the moment, but Instructor Will doesn't work there anymore, and I must confess I find it a lot less fun when I'm not beside him. I think I will remain gone, though I'm certain they'd hire me back. I should look for something else, though. A new job. I have enough from my previous work and other sources to pay my way through the first semester of Koban, but I still need a job to pay through the second. Need help on the job hunt? It's actually quite easy to find a job for someone with my skill set. Must be nice. Aside from all the parts that aren't, I mean. Yes. I've now revealed myself to you. Perverted man. That was entirely on you. My mind was That was entirely on you. My mind was chastened dry as a monk's wine cellar before you said that. Enough of that. I revealed the truth to myself. If it were you who had exposed my secrets, instead of the other way around, this is what you would have known. I have no right now to ask you to keep this secret, but as penance, I place my faith in your hands. What, Serena? What are you saying? I'm saying that I'm saying that the guilt I had felt for the part I played in the events of the 1st of May have torn me apart ever since. I can no longer bear to carry the guilt without giving you something to pierce me with just as deeply as I pierced you. Okay, now you're doing it on purpose. Can I not use theoretical language without everything I say being interpreted in the horniest possible context? If it said consolidations, I'd give all my friends a hard time about that kind of boneheaded word choice. Friends? Yeah, you took... Don't know why my mouth is dry right now. Yeah, you took too long to decide what we are, so I figured I'd go ahead and pull the trigger on that. I mean, come on, both of us were dragged in front of the entire school and had everyone say that we've got crazy mind powers. We're power buddies, you know? Power buddies, a ridiculous notion. Our powers can only serve to divide us. And I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, but you're the one who can see the future, so what do I know? You do know more than you let on. It's foolish of me to continually underestimate you. Every time we talk, I'm caught off guard by your flashes of insight, seemingly without thinking about them. What is this all in service of? Come on, you don't need to be a mind reader to know that. It's the only thing I ever wanted, besides being a Pokemon champion. I want to be your friend, Sabrina, for real. Alright, friends. You're friends, then. For all the misery it will bring us. I don't know what it will bring me. Admittedly, the student council business wasn't the best for showing, but I'm willing to try again. Sabrina, if there's one thing that incredibly distressing story you just told me convinced me of, in addition to that student council stuff, it's this. The worst thing that could happen to you has already happened. It can only go uphill from here. Very well. It is all right then. If I contact you in the future, through your mind, if you think of me, I will know. Kind of scary to hear, but sure. Sabrina has established a second link with you. Thank you, my friend. Your heart shifted to feel your relationship with Sabrina evolve from classmate to friend. Hanging out with Sabrina would now convey an amount of XP to Ghost in a second. Yep. And Pikachu's not gonna vomit up anything. Text him before I head to bed. Oh wow. Nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty close to level 30 with ya. Can gift? Wait, there's gifting in this now? That's weird. Rank 2 with B. Well, I'm already there. Wow, I gotta get things rolling with Herbert here, because it ain't happening. I think B is probably the best. Yeah, B is the best at this point. I want to text B. Yep. Go. I followed another one in last day. It went well. I am most grateful. Guess she's not the best texter. Midnight? Uh-oh. That's not normal. Meanwhile, not too far away. Drayden, you're being unreasonable. No, Miss Annabelle. I'm finally behaving as reason dictates. We must close down the school. The children are in danger. There are no children at this school, miss. Only young men and women. If you disrupt their learning now, it could be catastrophic for their grades, their futures. That's not even touching on how furious the parents will be. Do you know how much a single hour tuition at Koban costs? No, but I don't see too damn much. Bad word. Right, I'm sorry. I'll put the coin in the jar. I'm not suggesting you close the school without compensating the students, parents. Just send them a bill for the classes they've taken, then invite them back when we've ensured the school is safe. Your work with the international police has made you forget common ways of life. I can't simply send them a bill. Many students are relying on the 6 months before tuition is due to pay it. In any case, what you're suggesting simply wouldn't be allowed by the board. They're a flock of vultures, but I happen to agree that, in this case, closing Koban would do far more harm than good. Why aren't you listening? My agent was under attack! I'm just concerned about that as you are. He's my student, in addition to your agent. I would not... No, not Black Number 2. I'm referring to the truck driver, one who was transporting the specimen. I did find your couch disregarding Nathaniel's plight upsetting. It's just Nate. He's our best agent. He's never been so much scratched. But the truck was attacked en route to the airport. The specimen inside was still accounted for. It will return to Koban. Guarantee everyone's safety. You must send everyone home. It's interesting. This appeal to safety you brought up. I think perhaps you're not being entirely truthful with your intentions. What? Well, from a logical standpoint, there's no safer place than Koban. The best trainers in the world are here. Why, I could shout champion, and no less than 3 people in any given room are liable to look at me. So pardon my suspicion, but this appeal to safety feels to me like an argument you make only because you think it will appeal to me. Unnecessary, of course. If you want the school to shut down for a different reason, we can talk about what your true reason is. Though I'm no less resentient to acquiesce your plea. It must be said. People speak in private. So this performance was for my daughter's benefit as well. Noted. In any case, there's nothing you can tell me that I would not share with my daughter after. So I seem to wait for further privacy. Okay, here's the truth. When Azov 1 returns, it will almost certainly do so in a very public fashion. The transport truck was attacked. That's true enough that there have been bad actors who seek the specimen's power. We have eyes on them. We want to hide the existence of Azov at all costs. I cannot do that in a public, insecure location, such as the middle of this school. It appears our philosophies are at odds. I would protect people by educating them as to this threat, giving them the tools they need to fight it. And you, it appears, will protect them by hiding the threat, by handling it in the shadows. Your ideals are noble, it benefits an educator, but society stands on the tip of a needle. People need their peace of mind to keep going. So little of you has changed, Annabelle. Even when you were a student, you, too, wanted to shoulder the world's burdens. Your intermittent type... I cannot read. Gosh darn it, I cannot read. Your intermittent gosh darn it. Your intimate relationship with time and space has not changed your heart so much as much as your body, I see. My considerations... I may consider an evacuation of the campus for up to 2 days, but I would have you tell me, a Unova champion, what you know before I agree to anything. That's fair. Then tell us, what is that the international police so My mind is cooked. Tell us then, what is that has the international police so concerned? What do we have to fear? eternity. Oh, creepy eyes. Creepy eyes. Yeah, creepy face. Whatever that is, I don't like it. Stan's back. Great, I missed him. But I'm concerned about how other students will react. Huh. Class, I'd like to teach you, possibly, the most important thing I will ever teach the class this year. You hear a pin drop. If there's anything that my years of studying Pokemon human psychology has taught me, it's that reputation is worth less than nothing. One should be judged by their actions, their skills, and their words. Reputation is attributing value to something that is based on nothing but what one believes other people consider its value to be. Why, if that was the sort of anti-scientific thought I was interested in, I would have invested in the stock market. Ahem. Professor Cherry has done all of you a great service, and she's done even greater one for me. As it seems that I, in my hubris, and my belief of what others say of me, thought my procedure methods infallible. The data that's so apparent to me now is no one I considered until... Gosh, I should picked a bad day to do this, considering how unreading I am. The data that is so apparent to me is now not one I considered until Professor Cherry's, and her class, in all honesty, made clear what some of my blind spots have been. Well, that was all I intended to say on the matter. I can't work on my abilities as a teacher if I spend all my time flagellating, whatever. Now, it's become apparent to me that I have not been adequately preparing you for the test you are taking. I will remedy that now. Huh? Does I have some sort of epiphany? Your test this evening is a simple one, in contrast that will be given on Thursday. Who here can explain the concept of a coverage move? Miss Berlitz? Me? Oh, I guess, Sorry, yes, I can. Coverage moves are moves the Pokemon is trained to learn to be able to compete with Pokemon that aren't weak to their primary types, or types. Correct. The list of coverage moves every Pokemon might have is massive. It's not something that I would recommend one try to memorize. Many matchups that seem like foregone victories can easily become lost causes if one of the two has a single key move that turns the tide in the opposite direction. I keep Earthquake on my Altaria to deal with steel types that she would normally have difficult time dealing with. That is an excellent example, yes. Dr. Katsura, Instructor Blaine, mentioned that he once was battling a trainer who possessed a Feraligatr. Only Blaine's Rapidash and the foe's Feraligatr were strong enough to battle. Dr. Katsura's Rapidash had the speed advantage, but that advantage did not mean much if one is not capable of landing a finishing blow before becoming knocked out oneself. However, Rapidash has a trick up its sleeve, Wild Charge. By using a move the challenger did not expect, a move that many Rapidash do not know, Dr. Katsura was able to take his challenger off guard and defeat him. May it interest you that this challenger was none other than Champion Lance himself. What? This expresses the importance of coverage moves. They allow gym leaders to be champions. Dr. Katsura's fire moves would have failed to have any impact on Champion Lance's dragon and water types, but through clever moveset creation, he was able to pull out a victory. Granted, Lance was not the champion at the time. Lance doesn't use a Feraligatr. No, not anymore. I'm not certain, but I believe he had retired that member of his team shortly after he attained the title of Kanto Champion. Perhaps he would have divulged more details to members of his battle team if you were to ask. Now, some Pokemon have far more coverage options than others. My specialty, normal types, are particularly... Clap. clap. Neat. Who do we have here? Huh? Who's that? I don't know. Is it? You turn around in your seat to see who the mysterious clapper at the back of the room is. God, I hope this music isn't... I am going to... This sounds way too nice of music to be something that isn't going to get me copyrighted, so I'm going to turn that off. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I misdid that so badly. Who's this guy? Is he on a floating chair? Magnificent, magnificent, my esteemed Stamoke. Truly, you are a genius at the top of your field, an intellect beyond your compare, and a paragon of education. Why, I appreciate the compliment, thank you, but I'm afraid that I'm in the middle of a lesson right now, so... Sam, surely you have 3 seconds to spare for your generous benefactor. Why, if you put me off, I may be concerned you've forgotten who recommended your appointment as teacher here. I suppose I had, actually. That was you. Of course, Sam, you wound me. In any case, please, this will only take 3 minutes. Well, what can I help you with then? Oh, it's just the most delightful thing. Well, this class of yours, I can't help but notice, it has 32 students. Why, yes, 32 within the range of class sizes recommended by Dean. Oh, splendid! It's exactly the illustrious Dean Drain I want to talk to you about. You see, of course you see. He said that my darling niece, who had a very hard time last year, may rejoin the school if I could find a teacher that would take her into his homeroom. Why, think about it. Why, think about it, dear Samuel. Consider this. Who else could I go to? Chris? Ha ha ha. No. Such a suggestion is preposterous. And since you weren't here last year, I'm certain you wouldn't have any of those nasty, awful, distracting prejudices, no? No? No, splendid. I'll send her along for the afternoon homeroom then. Really, this is more of my generosity. She's a fantastic student, quite simply the best. More importantly, this brings your class size up to 33, a much better number, wouldn't you say? I'm not seeing how this number, 33, is any better than... Haha, dear Sam Oak, for a genius, you surely are bad at numbers. I'm sure you'll see at some point. Yes, I suppose. Let's discuss a few details first, if you wouldn't mind. I have 3 minutes, perhaps. Professor Oak and the strange man retreat to a corner of the room, discussing logistical agreements. Slowly, the quiet whispers begin between your classmates become a dumb hull. A dull hum. Is the music still going? Yeah. Darn. Hey, does anyone know that guy? No, but I don't like him. I only get to run rings around Professor Oak. You can't run rings around an onion. If Bramshead is letting this guy get what he wants, there's something in it for him. Or us. I don't know. He seems pretty good before... He seemed pretty good before this guy showed up, but as soon as the chair guy started his fast talking, the prof kind of folded. He knows what he's doing. Just give him a second. You're biased. And you're stupid. I feel like I should know this man. I'm sure I've seen him before. I feel like we'd remember him if we knew him, but there can't be too many people who's floating chairs to get around. You rack your brain for any sort of connection, but you're pretty sure you've never seen him before, though something about him feels oddly familiar. Wait. Oh shit, I'll never be able to unsee that. I wonder if he's also Ultramari's. Well, my first guess was Lawrence from the second movie. But I guess it's a 5th movie guy? Alright, students, let's continue the lecture. I have lots of ground to make up, and I think there's no better way to do that than to talk to you about ground itself. Terrains. Oh, but dear Sam, where are your manners? You haven't introduced me to your delightful students. Right you are. I suppose it slipped my mind. Students, this is Lawrence, a board member, and... Tut. Is there some sort of issue? An issue, dear Sam? No, perish the thought. I'm just concerned that if you, well, as you say, introduce me as Lawrence, your students may, well, be misled to think that's my name. I'm sure you can see my concern, dear Sam Oak. You're a professional yourself, no? Perhaps I continue to fail to see the issue. May I recommend that you introduce yourself, then? Ah, yes, well, I understand that your time in Palatown left you relatively isolated from society. It's understandable that certain modes of my address may slip from your mind. Then very well. It appears that I have the pleasure of introducing myself to all these fine young students. If you wouldn't mind to give me some room, spread my legs, as it were, to coin a phrase, if you'll pardon the wit. Excuse me. Very well. Class 1B, such a pleasure it is to be before you here today. May I assume at least three of you recognize me? May and Dawn quickly share a glance, but no one says anything. So wonderful. My legacy proceeds. This is fun. For those of you who haven't had the pleasure, my name is Baron Lawrence Phobos III. I'm a collector, coordinator, philanthropist, and many more titles besides. Wow, they are really stretching what Lawrence was from the second movie. But for those of you with short attention spans, you are permitted to call me Baron Phobos. I won't... Talking? Wasn't it clear I was talking? You could not hear me talking. Where'd you get that title from? Beg your pardon? You said your name was Baron Phobos. A baronship is a title of prestige, and a title of ability. Which lineage gave it to you? Oh, such an intriguing question. You see, my prestigious bloodline is descended from 3 separate royal families. So where'd you get the title from? Was your father a baron? You're not paying attention, young man. As I said, I am a baron. Why, I could easily lay claim to a title far higher than baron. If I wished, I could be a king. Peak's Pokeball suddenly rocks. Is the music normal? Nope. Peak's Pokeball suddenly rocks. Oh there, buddy, don't fall. Where are you from? I'm a proud Orange Islander from Shamoiti Island, though my citizenship is that of Kobon, which no title of nobility should be granted by Kobon, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under it shall accept any present emolumented office or title from any king, prince, or foreign state. Kobon's constitution, same as Unova's. You either are not a baron, or you're not Kobonian, or you're in violation of the law. Which is it? I think I understand now. You're a member of the battle team, aren't you? That doesn't answer my question. Sit down, friend. I was a student here once upon a year. Oh, my beloved Kobon, whose walls sing songs of ancient collections yet to be completed. That was the school song from back when I attended. But you see, when I joined, I focused primarily on my work as a coordinator. And then the battle team, at the time, well, they stuck up quite the fuss. Why, bullies, louts, and thugs, the lot of them. Coordinators? Aren't they those girls who dress in skirts and dance with Pokemon? Yes, I heard such a thing thrice a week. That's not coordinators. Those are performers. Get your more entertainment, or get your more visual-based Pokemon battling and display and performance. I was going somewhere with this. Don't get those two mixed up. Those are two very different things. That's the point. Thrice a week. And of course the battle team constantly soaked up every other club's budget, such as the noble, fine, elegant art of coordinating was entirely submitted to their inelegantable whims. I must confess that Koan's hallowed halls haven't always been a welcoming place for me, but I did love it. I loved it greatly. I hope to show that love of Koan again. I've heard, for example, that the Coordinator Club has recently hired Lisa as a club advisor. A fantastic pick. I couldn't have chosen better, aside from Champion Wallace Waters, of course. Seems perhaps somebody forgot the obvious hire. I'm not sure what he's saying anymore. So, yes, to make a long story short, I think it's fair to say that my history with the battle team may be a tad contentious, but I won't hold that against you, my friend. Just do keep in mind my board membership affords me certain privileges. What does that mean? I swear to God, if you try to mess with the battle team. In any case, I believe that it's all I need to say for introductions today. Ta-ta now. Do give my beloved, darling, kind-hearted niece a warm welcome, if you please. I'm sure you'll all be best of friends. Right, that was an unforeseen interruption. I apologize for that. I've got some more material to cover, so let's see if that... Nope. Still not good. Oak attempts to continue lecturing on the important recovered moods, but is never truly able to regain his classroom, for many whispers arise after the chair-bound coordinator interrupts. Alright. There we go. Normal on music. Thank goodness. Hello there, one person. Let's see, what do I need here? Willow, good. Good. Oops. Did I? Did not mean to do that. Good. Man, I'm so close to everyone being on similar-ish levels. Going up to Dragon. Hello to the one person that's there. Our roommates. Fuck, marry, kill. What do you think? I think I'm gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole. Huh. Kill blue. Fuck green, marry yellow. There we go. Daniel, can I have your attention? Yes, Instructor Claire. I would ask a question of you. When interacting with dragons, what's the most important thing to remember? They're superior creatures in every way, shape, and form? Good, you've been listening to my lectures. Now, what's the most important thing to remember when interacting with any Pokemon of any type? Oh, I'm not sure about that one, ma'am. Foolishness. I know you do. I've seen how you interact with your Pokemon. You must remember to make them feel appreciated and loved. Well, yeah, I know that. I'm surprised to hear from you. Is it not natural, then, that the most superior of all Pokemon should be the most appreciated and loved? And there it is. You must compliment your dragons. You must praise them. And if they die to accept your appreciation, then they may bow upon you a gift from their mighty horde. Oh yeah, how does that work? Behold! Ooh. Am I getting it at dragon scale? Okay, I'm beholding. Now what? Compliment him. You're serious. Unless you can swallow your pride and accept the superiority of another, you will never make a good dragon-type trainer. I'm entirely serious, Daniel Lars. Okay. Hey, Dragonair, you got really sweet wings. And that pearl on your chest? Beautiful. Dragonair seems pleased and bows its head at you. Instructor Claire is notably impressed. So much respect, so little time. What was I supposed to get out of this? The experience of communing with the higher life form. Right, well, this was fun. Suddenly, Dragonair places a small, pointed tooth in your hand. Ha! A dragon fang! Dragons will only grant those to trainers that they think are truly worthy. This gives dragon type moves a 10% boost in their power. This must mean the trainer thinks you are ready to take the advancement exam. Who's the instructor here? You or Dragonair? It's time for the righteous battle now. I'll be using a noble dragon type. Surely only another dragon type can beat me. Donna, you're up. Donna. Challenge me then, if you dare! Alright. Well, I'm faster, and Dragon Rage already did that much dragon. Oh man, it's a lot closer. Never mind. It seems you're worthy of this Dragon Fang after all. Didn't your Dragonair already give it to me though? Are you second guessing him? What? No, I would never! Don't try to be smart with me, Mr. Lars. My cousin told me about you. Your cousin? Wait, Lance. Of course! You gained a Dragon Fang. It's still a bit wet. Neat. Good morning, everyone. You're all looking young and fresh. I have to be honest, I was pretty sore after the battle we pulled on Friday. I'm not as young as I used to be. Oh, don't worry about me, Bruno. I'm not about to fall over. If anything, that's proof that I'm in the right place for where I am right now. Teaching the kids who will be the next wave of champions. Although I'm pretty sure Champ Bluff is going to hold it onto Unova for a long, long time. Not a big thing to say about it. Ah, now, that's a firebrand. Pega. He's so much like me at his age. He has a strong sense of justice. Too strong, maybe, but I can't hold that against him. Like I said, when I was at his age. Pega. He doesn't ring a bell. Alder's grandson. He's on a warpath ever since Blanc snagged the championship. Can't deny that. He really thought he was going to be the one to beat me and take the championship title from his own grandpa, keeping it in the lineage. But champions aren't kings. The strongest gets the title, not the grandkid of the current guy. Besides, I'm sure Beagle will make my daughter proud. Beagle will make my daughter proud of him one way or another. I'm already proud of him. I'd still be proud of him if he never once picked up a Pokeball. It's a precious gift. Hope all of you take advantage of yours. Bruno's very right. Take it from the guy who's getting up there. What another life lesson to my family. Unless anyone else wants to see pictures, I got a fold out in my wallet. May I suggest we move on to the battle now? Worth a shot. We're going back to basics this week. You know what that means? Single battles, one-on-one, one student against another. I will call up the matches. And I'm going to call my family, see how they're doing. You got this class covered, right, Bruno? They're paying you too much for how serious you take this job. And they're not paying you enough for how seriously you take it. Perhaps I'll take the answer on my next salary renegotiation. Now it's time to sign your opponent. Daniel, please battle Dawn. Hi! Hey, rival. You may have won battle against me during the quarter clashes, and the battle in the field on Wednesday, but I'm going to get back at you now. Today, I've been training my team really hard, and I know how they fight better. They fight better now. I'm sure of it. Maybe this battle will give you some inspiration for your next piece? After all, you've just been asking me to strike the same pose from the same angles for hours at this point. Give me some new angles to give you some new inspirations? Shh, please, not so loud. Sorry, but you're going to show your sculptures to people Sunday, right? Yeah, strangers, though. I don't want the students to know what I'm doing. I don't want my friends to know. I'm not sure I fully understand, but I get it. Alright, Dogster, let's do this. Thanks for understanding. Okay, let's go! Oh, it's screwed. Go on to Tuffy. What the heck Pokemon is that? So this thing definitely has some sort of... Oh, nice. I just get that off free? Heck yeah. Great one, Willow. Swine up. Come on. Here, failed. Oh man, I'm just stacking these up. If you're gonna keep enduring, I'm just gonna keep on raising these stats. Hey, that's new. You didn't have a side quizzes last time we battled. I caught it for Professor Sherry, but I'm not sure if it gets on my team properly. It's a bit too fast. I might trade it to someone else. Good luck with that. Uh-oh. This might be a problem. This might really be a problem. Wow! I cannot believe I stacked up all that. And I still was unable to get a good grip on this battle. Alright, lays down to however much. Keep it tough. Unengage it. Bring it. Come on. There we go. Saturation's hidden now. Son of a gun. Okay. Alright. One Pokemon left. Come on. Ah. So close. One more. There we go. GG's, Dawn. I guess I've still got a long way before I'm back where I was before. You're seriously a tough battler, Dawn. You'll climb back to the mountain in no time. Oh no, I'm not upset. I thought I was past this point, but I guess I was really just standing in the foothills. I'm not upset, really. I don't mind climbing again as long as I'm doing it because I want to. It reminds me of that play we saw at the theater, the one Missy was in. Even though the priestess kept falling and getting buried in the snow, she always made her way back to the top. Yeah, she was strong. Well, fictional character anyway. Oh, and she remembered. What do you think of Baron Phobos? Yeah, not sure. It's kind of weird. It's like you and May recognize him. He's kind of a famous figure in the Coordinators Club. He was a world-class coordinator, and after leaving Kobon, he became a really famous collector of Pokemon relics. I didn't know he had a niece, though. Is he still a coordinator? Well, generally, you need to move around and dance in posing contests. Gotcha. I see how he find that difficult given his legs. Wonder what happened. I get the feeling he'd share that story happily if you asked. Maybe. Well, looks like the bell's about to ring, so I'll just... Don't be a stranger. Yep. Good. Leagues are in good hands, indeed. You only just walk into the cafeteria when you suddenly notice a commotion. A group of students are surrounding some sort of argument happening at the table at the center of the room. Yay, more Gen 8 characters. Also, hi, Melody. In my way, bad move. Oh no, I didn't mean anything by it, Melody. Oh no, everyone else is staring at... Hey, what's happening here? That girl in sunglasses harassing that pink-haired girl? You see on the craft with someone you know, noticing Yellow's signature straw hat just under your field of view. Hey Yellow, what's happening here? Oh, I'm not sure. I think this new girl here I think the new girl was talking to one of the cafeteria workers. Then when Clara said something to her, she started yelling at her too. Clara is one of Leaf's friends. You don't know? Never seen her before. Please, I really don't want to make you so angry. Not angry, confused, maybe. I guess I just can't get into your mindset and see where you're coming from. If you think any of this is a good idea, please stop being so angry. Okay, now you're ticking me off. Maybe you can hear me through all that here. I'm not angry. Mark it, memorize it, get a tattoo of it. You know why I'm not angry? Because you literally don't matter. Water off a duck's back. Say what you want. Why are you so mean? Is it because of all those rumors about you? Literally shut up. I just want you to know that I never believed them. I really think there's good in everyone, even if you did. F you. Fight me. I'm not putting a lot of passion behind this. Sorry about that. I'm trying so hard not to just make her have the same damn voice as Leaf, you know? Because I already gave Valley Girl to her. I don't want two Valley Girls. Wait, please stop. I don't want to fight. Too slow, book? This won't be a quick battle then. Wait, that's not important. We can't be battling here. Should we not call the disciplinary committee? They are breaking the rules, are they not? This isn't any of our business. Let's just stay out of this. Did somebody say business? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the battle of the babes. Who will win in this climactic cafeteria commotion? The kind, cute Carla, or the newcomer, the enigmatic and mysterious Melody? The betting pool is now open. Betting odds are 3-1 with... What the devil is going on here? Scram! Ugh, the disciplinary committee. I don't know who I'm rooting for less here. Guess the fun's over. Now's the bad time the grades showed up. Please explain what has occurred here. It's nothing really. I'm very sorry, Sharon. Melly and I just lost our tempers a little bit. We were arguing, and she sent out her Pokemon first. I starting the fight, and then I sent out my Pokemon too. That's correct. You instigated conflict. Sorry, we're asking if you... She heard. She's just not talking. Disciplinary committee. That is us. May I ask you why you're not in uniform? Okay, listen up. You can't touch me. Please elaborate. No. It's almost funny. Stop. Why did I not... That should have been way more forceful. Stop. Melody flips her glasses up. You immediately are struck by the piercing cold of her eyes that contain nothing but scorn. Guess you're not in the know. Listen up, disciplinary dork. I don't do what I'm told. I've been pulled into drains often so often, I've got a timeshare there. You can run to drain or the student council all you want, but I'm untouchable. You've got no grip. Got it, guys? I go where I want, act how I feel, and act how I feel. You may be sitting on the throne, but my crown is real. So I'm going to run the hallways. I'm going to text in I'm going to text in class. And if you want to die on that hill, you just have to save some trouble up yourself right now. Mark it, memorize it. I'm Melody, and I'm in charge. Clear? What? What do we... Oh, obviously we report this to student council. But in a much more real sense, what do we do? At least she told us what to expect, I guess? I love the confidence, but I don't feel it's going to be a big problem for us. Oh, was it a manifesto she just decided telling us going to be Oh, was it the manifesto she just decided telling us she's going to be a problem? Is that what gave the way? Why are you always so rude? Did we try to get along with me? You take your job seriously. You turn out that this one is an argument, but you didn't hear other arguments around. Holy shit, dude, that was fast! He just told this school to a new one! I don't know, aren't the schools, like, kind of important? Oh my gosh! Why is my voice not going high enough today? This is not going well for me. Oh my gosh, that girl! Do you think Melody's going to join the nursing course? You like that? That's interesting. Horrendous. It's more like it. How incredibly rude of her. Wait, Melody? As in the Melody? You look around, you begin to realize that the entire cafeteria has descended into a frenzy, with everyone arguing at the top of their lungs about Melody's actions. The riotous, argumentative nature is giving you some nervous flashbacks. Put your hand on Pete's pokeball, and the moment passes. Okay, let's get out of here, buddy. There's no reason to stick around and deal with this. Let's go in the garden. Whoa, hi? Come on, let's get out of here. Hold on. Claire grabs your hand, and a gesture that feels immensely similar to your first meeting with Leaf. And before it even occurs to read a protest, phew. Are you alright? Ah. Huh? I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, it was a bit loud in there. But nothing too bad. Oh, really? I thought, I mean, the way Sharon was so mean to you. Yeah, that wasn't great, but he didn't, like, turn me off of crowds or anything. You're very brave. I really admire you, you know? Hey, what? Hey, what? That's a bit much. I mean, we never talked before, right? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I wanted to talk to you for so long, ever since our first week of school. Stop. What? Okay then. But you're so cool and handsome. I couldn't work up the guts. It's just that I've had little butterflies in my stomach every time I look at you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You probably think I'm weird, right? No, it's very sweet of you. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. I just realized I never introduced myself. I'm Clara. Yeah, I know. You know? Well, yeah, starting off with 10 already. Does that mean you've been watching me too? Have you been thinking about me all this time as well? Sorry, I don't know you that well. Oh. I heard your name from my friend Yellow. Apparently you know Leaf? Oh, yeah, she's a very good friend. We're besties. Huh, I thought Leaf and I were besties. Oh. Well, some people just say that bestie is with everyone, you know? But I really mean it. A bestie with Clara is a bestie for life. Well, Clara, thanks for being concerned about me in the cafeteria. I mean, you got a good heart. I'll be fine. I'm glad you don't want to think about I'm glad you don't want to think about anything bad happening to you after all. Well, you know... Oh gosh, I can't believe it. I should say this, but do you want to eat together? Sure. Yes! Oh no, I got a fangirl. I'm screwed. You and Clara sit down on a bench together. Clara unfolds an elaborately wrapped lunchbox that looks like it has a lot of love and care put into it. Hey, just to make sure we're on the same page, you're not, like, trying to get close to me because of Peaks, are you? Oh, you Pikachu? No, not at all. I liked you even before your Pikachu became special. And I'm not much of a battler anyway. I'm more focused on the contest circuit. Oh, yeah, you're part of the Coordinators Club? Yes. You must know Brandon May then. Oh. What? No, it's nothing. I shouldn't gossip. Is it something about Brandon and May? It's just, when I see how happy they look as a couple, please don't think any less of me. I'm so jealous. Nah, I know the feeling. I mean, I never had a boyfriend before. Same boat. Or girlfriend. Really? But you're so tall and handsome. Yeah, it's just, never happened somehow. So you and Leaf? Nah, we haven't gone on our first date yet. Oh! I heard that keeps getting delayed. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Leaf wants to be perfect, but our schedules keep kind of, like, missing. Well, if someone wanted to something that hard enough, I think they found a way to make it work out. That's the spirit. Do you want to, I mean, with me? Sorry, I couldn't hear that. Do you want to go on a date with me? If you're not busy, and if you don't hate me, we can go tomorrow evening. I'll wear something nice if you want to. Please? Man, where's the I've known you for all of 20 minutes option? And also, I've already kind of screwed things up with Leaf on account of I went on a date with Nessa before her, and I really should have saved it until Leaf came in, but. Hang on, let me check something. Apologies, I just gotta post something here. Anyway, yep. Yay! Thank you! This really means the world to me. I'll meet you outside your dorm after class is over, okay? Yeah, for sure. Whoa, we are not there yet. I saw in slow motion. You see Claire coming in for kiss. In for your cheek. Gently dissuade her. Hey, I appreciate it, but let's hold off for now. I mean, we just met each other, right? Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I just got so caught up in the moment. It's alright, no hard feelings. Let's think about it again after the end of our date, alright? Thank you. stomach suddenly lets out a loud growl. Wait, I just realized. Clara ate, but I didn't have any food with me. I'll get lunch to the cafeteria. I should probably... Just missed one lunch, and I'm suddenly wondering if Koban's worth it.
Vika.
Alright, so Donna's still level 20? Okay. I thought I already... whatever. Yep, I choose fighting. Yep. Man, there's gonna be some issues with Leaf, isn't there? Look, I don't get why my Peach hasn't evolved yet. I mean, look at her. She's level 20 freaking 1. Everyone goes at their own pace, you know? Yep. The art of the Bogoshingu is not native to Japan. Clearly, therefore, it's inferior to Nihon no Boru. Nonetheless, its hooks and grab jabs are worthy of your study, incorporated alongside more proper kata. At the seaport, you may find a master of the gloved fist. Gloved, in this case, by rubbery cephalopod flesh. It is called Clobopus. Clobopus? Clobopus? Gen 8 Pokemon. And it must be forgiven for its reliance on punches. You see, its legs are very chisai, and it does not have opposable thumbs. Walter recommends teaching you Clobopus' taunt. Or teaching you Clobopus' taunt. Plus, all the increases. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you may recall from our first class, Barry Lawrence's Phoebus III mentioned his niece would be joining us for the class. I'm afraid I don't see you, Miss Phoebus III. Would you please stand? That's not how titles work. She's not here. I don't see her. Yeah, there's no one new here, Professor. Well, I suppose I'd better get started then. I want to give you as much time for the exam as possible. Let's see, I was talking about coverage. Ah, yes. One often wants their coverage moves to cover a wider range of possible opposing types. Hit as many Pokemon for at least neutral damage as possible. Electric, Ice, and Ground and Rock are particularly reliable combinations, as exemplified through the combination of... My oak voice is so bad. As exemplified through the combination of Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Earthquake, and Stone Edge, respectively. Another technique that cannot be ignored when speaking of coverage moves is Hidden Power. Being a move learnable by almost every Pokemon, it also is a move that can be of any type. Curiously, Fairy-type Hidden Power has not been able to manifest in some regions, but in Koban it's been observed commonly. Frankly, we're not sure why. There are theories that Hidden Power draws its power from the hidden legends of a region, or Pokemons of immense power that watch over and guard the various regions. There simply aren't many fairy legendary Pokemon to be found in other regions, perhaps explaining why these hidden powers are unable to draw from them. This theory somewhat breaks down when one considers Kalos, though. And of course, we'd be even more hard-pressed to name a fairy-type legend that lives in Koban, never mind prove its existence. This may just be one of those mysteries that we'll have to wait for Instructor Valerie to reveal someday. Oh, apologies for the tangent. I've been trying to avoid doing that. In any case, there are 2 more things you should know about this test. Every opponent will have the ability Wonder Guard instead of whatever abilities they would normally have. As a reminder, Wonder Guard prevents non-super effective moves from directly damaging moves. The second thing is that it does not matter if you're a Pokemon Fate, as long as you have one Pokemon left standing at the end. Of course, that's only true in hypothetical essay battles such as this, and such a philosophy would be looked on with some real concern by Instructor Karen if you were to try it in a real battle. Right, with that covered, please take out your pencils and... Remember, this will be graded! Remember, this will be graded! That's probably worse. the sound of it. I suppose I don't really need to say that for every test then. I'm sorry, Class 1B. This is the point where I really am just an old man set in his ways. I don't think I physically can stop saying that. Oh well. Good luck! Well, time to see if I'm screwed. Go, for scale. Signal beam. There we go. You only get some ability to quiz, right? Excuse me, my students are currently taking a test. Lawrence told you to expect me. What's the problem? Oh, don't mislead us. No. It's Melody. Ben, Miss Melody, you should be in your uniform right now. Yeah, whatever. Melody walks to a desk in the corner of the room, ignoring the chair, sits on the desk, bobbing her head. Some unseen student. Jeez, that couldn't happen in the worst time for Mr. Rose. You attempt to turn your attention back to us, but Melody's dramatic entries can distract you from your ability to focus on the test. So Scraggy, dark fighting. Go Noble Hero. What do we got? Nuclear fighting flying and fairy. Uh-oh. Second strategy. Darn it. So I need fighting, flying, or fairy move. Trailblaze is Trailblaze is a bug move, right? The grass move. Dragon's move, the fairy type. Dazzling Gleam is a fairy type move. And it's Sweeney. There's Sweeney. Down it goes. Aromatise. So, what are we doing? My students are currently taking a quiz on the importance of coverage moves. Seriously? First week material? What? End of month 2? Guess you're that teacher. Who's told me about you? Miss Melody, please keep your voice down and try not to distract your classmates while they're taking a quiz. Of course, real battles are well known to be quite distracting the environment. Brilliant. What have you been doing? Frustrating. Open the test. Arrgh! Well, I know it's an aromatase, so... Aromatase should just be weak to poison. Should just be weak to poison and steel-type moves. I'm counting against their fairy. Yep, poison steel. This is... You're really draining the oxygen from me. Whale is a normal type, I'm sure. Oops. Pokemon. I don't have a steal move. I don't have a... Boy! Flail's not a move or a poison move. Oh my god. Don't tell me you make... Oh. Oh. No. You wouldn't. God. Yeah. They don't give me a... Gyro Ball. Round's a normal type move. I'm pretty sure Gyro Ball is also normal. No, it's a steel type move. I can't like... Oh my... Gyro Ball. There we go. Turns out it's Diglett. It's like, are you gonna give me a test or what? Miss Melody, wait until the quiz is over. We can discuss when you may pick this up later. So I'm taking after everyone else? That doesn't seem fair. I don't see... If I'm taking after everyone else, then I can cheat. Are you going to? I could. I trust that you will not. For now, though, please try not to interrupt any further. Red Sheep here. Completely shattered. No, it's a Diglett. And that's a ground type. And that's... Ah, crap, is it an Alolan Diglett or is it a regular Diglett? Water, grass, and ice. Really? Sucking the oxygen out of me, aren't ya? You're lucky I'm live streaming this, so I know what I'm doing. To an extent. Okay, so Psychic, Shockwave, and Trail Wave. It's gonna have Trail Wave. I'm pretty sure Trail Wave is a... I think the Electabuzz should have the move I'm missing. I'm pretty sure. It's a grass type move. It'll work. Electabuzz. And then Trail Wave. Oh, buddy! That was way harder than it had any right to be. I'm afraid that the amount of time of your allotted... I'm afraid that the amount of time you allotted, students. What? No, I totally get to finish because Melody was so distracting. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. This was bullshit! You know what else is bullshit? This music that's gonna get me... Screw you, Showpro, for making me so blatantly afraid. I barely had time to finish and... Crap, Scraggy's fighting Dark isn't... Crap, Scraggy's fighting Dark, isn't it? Dark fighting, actually, but that doesn't really matter. I thought it was a fighting dragon. I guess I should have stuck with Instructor Claire a bit longer. I think I did alright, but everyone else had a much harder time. Right when Sam really tried to turn things around. The entire classroom is staring daggers at Melody. Well, Miss Melody, now that the quiz is over, if you could come in front of the class and introduce yourself. Nah. Miss Melody, I've been extremely patient, as I asked for a modicum of respect, so... Nah. Yep. Still. You're asking me to do something stupid, so I'm not going to. Introduce myself? Everyone knows who I am. I'm Melody. Mark it, memorize it. This is the part where you call the DC, by the way. DC? Disciplinary Committee? Did you not get it? Miss Melody, I will request you to remember your name, but there's one thing I, in turn, will not let you forget. I am Professor Samuel Ohiro Oak. I am the inventor of the Pokédex you carry with you. I reign as Kanto's champion from 1966 to 1970. I am the grandfather of a battle team member and the teacher of 4 other students who are or were on the battle team. You may disagree with my methods, personality, or reputation, but I will not tolerate any further conduct that distracts or disrespects my students. Finally, I am accustomed to a certain level of respect from my students. I do not ask you to be my fan, but you have made your point. No further elaboration is necessary. K. I don't hate you any more than any other teacher anyway. Splendid. Whoa, Professor Oak was the champion? Dude, you didn't know? Manga fan! Oh. Yep. Maker of this game's a manga fan. 100%. Whoever picked up the mantle is a manga fan. Crazy, but what seemed crazier is that Melody chick. She was a student before. What's her problem? You know, I heard her grades were so bad this year that she threatened a teacher and was kicked out. Huh? No. I heard something way different. I heard she was kicked out of a different school for attacking a student. And we're only taking her back because Lawrence is paying triple. Weird. Hearing people spread rumors about somebody else. Honestly, it's kind of relief. Maybe I should say something? What should I do here? She's kind of a jerk, but also... it's probably not cool to let rumors go so wild. I know, yes, I'll dissuade him. Hey, let's not say anything we're not sure of. I mean, when you guys thought I could control minds, I still do. Okay, well, we shouldn't spread rumors. The other student, quiet down. Though you can sense they're just waiting for you to leave to start talking again. You take a quick look at Melody. You can't even tell if she's looking in your direction with her sunglasses on. Still think she's still sitting on that desk. Well, I believe that covers everything we need to address in today's lesson. I have these tests graded and back to you by tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your day, Gramps, we need to talk. Now's not the best time. There's no such thing as the best time. We need to talk now. Well, very well. Please come to meet me at my laboratory. What do you think that was about? Beats me. Sound the horns, because I've got a report for you on the status of our date. Let me guess. Meter hit the cafe and we need to delay again? Good sir, I'm shocked and appalled. But honestly, that's completely fair. We just had the shittiest luck setting this up. We? But nah, nothing like that. Just that everything's still on track for Wednesday. Great, looking forward to it. I hope it was worth the wait. I've been thinking really hard about something I thought you'd like, but well, we're very different people. I might be completely off base. I don't think you will be. We may be different people, but I like spending time with you. So as long as we're doing something together, I'll be able to enjoy myself. God, I cannot read. Keep busting out lines like that, and Professor Oak will need to call the disciplinary committee to break up a PDA. And I'm well known for my adherence to and compliance with their edicts, so naturally, this is not an appealing proposition to me. Your sarcasm is the hottest thing about you, you know that? And here, I thought it was my ability to recite every Pokemon in the Pokedex order. Actually, that's incredibly dorky. I like my men to be meatheads whose internal... and I'd like my men to be meatheads whose internal monologues the sound of a slice of bread falling over. You're thinking about it, aren't you? Yeah, I'm trying to picture what that would even sound like. Perfect! I don't think it was possible, but you've gotten even better. I guess you're angling for the second date early. Oh, that reminds me, I actually have a date for tomorrow. Whoa, seriously? I probably shouldn't admit this, but I was kind of hoping you'd be my first date this year. Sorry, that was Nessa. Oh no, that's completely fine. I mean, I did push it out for 4 weeks. I kind of knew that something would probably happen in the meantime. Still, off by 1 day, jeez. So, who's this lucky person? Clara? I think you know her? Clara? You seem surprised. A little, yeah. I just had no idea she saw you that way. But that's great. I don't know her super well, but from what I do know, she's apparently a really great girl. Super kind, super smart, and her Galarian accent is posh and cute. She actually taught my Ivysaur a special move that Instructor Koga came up with. I don't really want to attend her tennis class personally, but since she's in this class, she helped me out. Yeah, I can totally see it. Hope you two have fun. We'll do our best. Speaking of which, I should head out. See you back at the dorms? See ya. You depart. Oh, come on! 1 day! Let's be my 1 day! 1 actual day! Gah! I mean, sure, maybe Nessa beat me first, but she's a supermodel. I couldn't compete with that anyway. But 1 day? That almost feels purposeful. Early bird catches the worm, Leaf. Hey, if you want some advice on setting up a date that'll sweep him off his feet, I've got some literature I can recommend. Nah, I know what to do. It's just embarrassing. Try to put melody out of your mind. Melody out of your mind, as you resolve to enjoy your free time without interruptions. You're still quite hungry, though. Okay. Music. Back on. So it looks like I'm going to be busy in the evenings for the next 2 days, which is unfortunate. My original plan was to do Raihan next, but if I'm gonna get distracted, if I'm gonna be, if Tuesday and Wednesday are gonna be full, then I might want to save Raihan and Gusha for Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna take Skylaw Saturday, Hilda, Blue, Tia. I think that's the plan. So, Misty, you alright with bumping up the line here? How many more days left do I have, even? Got it. So, that means I have 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. That's 7 more days exactly to use it. Alright, Misty, let's do this. You want to find Misty? Sure thing. Hi. What do you want? To become a champion, Pokemon champion mostly. Yeah, good luck with that. You can do that somewhere else, can't you? Probably, but I thought it might be more fun to do it in your company. Huh? Something wrong with you? I'm not exactly pleasant company. Well, I can't deny that. But I thought I could do something to help you out, and then you might be, less of a bitch. I was going to say more comfortable around me. What, you're still on about the whole mind control thing? Give it a rest. I already know you don't have that thing. You told the entire school, remember? Do I ever? But I didn't mean that kind of more comfortable. I just meant, like, generally. Whatever. I don't even know what you do for me anyway. You're in luck, because I totally do. Oh, this'll be good. What is it? Gosh, I'm doing a terrible Misty voice. This ain't it, Chief. Oh, neat. One person's here. Howdy. Well, I've been thinking about your Psyduck ever since we battled in gym class. Yeah, what about him? I think I might be able to make him listen to you. Oh yeah, that's one of your powers or whatever, wasn't it? You're a Pokemon Whisperer? Well, I don't talk to them, but I'm pretty good with them, yeah. Thanks for the support, bud. Well, fine. What are you gonna do? Would you mind sending out your Psyduck? Fine. Had to do that. Hey, little man, how you doing? Sigh. Wow. Really? To shreds, you say? And how's your bike holding up? Sigh. Really? Wow, to shreds, you say? Are you actually talking to my Psyduck? Nah, I'm just messing with you. Get serious, you jerk. Sorry. Well, what's wrong with him? I mean, I'm not a doctor or a psychologist or anything. Professor Oak would actually be a perfect person to talk about this. He is a Pokehomo psychologist, after all. Even Pokemon relationships is literally his field of study. But if I were to give my best guess, Psyduck feel like he doesn't love him. Dummy, that's exactly what Alder said. If you are not going to tell me anything useful or new, what are you even doing here? That's not exactly what Alder said. Alder said you don't give your Psyduck enough attention. But I've been hanging out with you for a while, and I'm not sure that's entirely correct. Huh? Misty, I think you do give your Pokemon attention, but I don't think it's positive attention. What? Maybe I'm making assumptions here, but you do love your Pokemon, right? Of course, I'm a bitch, not evil. I really wish you wouldn't call yourself that, but that's not the point. The point is, well, Misty, don't treat your Pokemon even a little... Misty, do you treat your Pokemon even a little bit like you treat people? Pokemon attack very still and quiet around me. They usually just sit at my feet and wait for my orders. But what's your Psyduck doing? Just running around randomly? Not exactly. Fine, what? How about you walk over here? What kind of dang game is this? Humor me. Ugh, fine. See? He's following me? He's showing off. Huh? Your Psyduck is going through its paces. It's shadowboxing. It's working on its footing. It's trying to show you that it'll fight for you. I mean, it'll step out of its own Pokeball so it can literally fight for you. Yeah, it might be silly. It's like bouncing around aimlessly, but there's a thinking brain and a feeling heart in that duck. Oh! Misty, you know that your attitude drives people away, and that's fine. I'm sure you got your reasons for not wanting to can't read. And I skipped it. Great. Hold up. Misty, I know that your attitude drives people away, and that's fine. I'm sure you got reasons for not wanting to get anyone close to you, but you can't do that to your Pokemon. They're innocent. There we go. I mean, so are you. That's another thing. People can hear when you mutter under your breath. What? Come on, you know people can. You're like trying to let people know you don't actually hate them, but you feel like you can't do it outright for some reason. You jerk, dummy, idiot! What are you even doing here? Just walk into my life and tell me I need to change who I am? No, I'm telling you need to show who you are. Or what? Well, you'll have a pretty hard time making friends. I mean, maybe you don't care about that, but I think you do. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're wrong! Wrong, very wrong! Alright then, my bad. Wait! Yeah? What if, like, what if you weren't completely wrong? What do I do to fix this? To fix me? Oh, I have no idea. Well, what good are you? Look, I'm not a therapist. Whatever made you feel like you need to be a hostile, argumentative all the time isn't something that I can figure out in a 20-minute chat. Scratch that 30-minute chat. Wow, we've really been going at it, haven't we? Why do you know all this stuff? All this stuff about me and how I treat people. I've been trying to put my problems into words for years, ever since I was a child. But you just walk in here and tell me what's wrong. Well, you kind of like your Psyduck, I think. Well, you're kind of like your Psyduck, I think. Huh? You know, acting out for attention? Hey! It reminds me of an old friend of mine. He felt like he had to do more and more outrageous things to stand out. Actually, I think I get him a bit more now. He definitely wanted his grandpa's attention. So, is there anyone out there whose attention you're specifically trying to get? Mom and Dad? God, this is so stupid! Look, my parents... Wait, hold on. I have something for this. Dr. Lars, ready? Where did you get those? Bianca gave them to me. She had some extras. Ah, you idiot! I thought you were going to take me seriously, but you're just making a big joke out of this, like everyone else. You jerk! Okay, yeah, that one was low on me. Maybe not the time for a bad joke. When you feel like talking to me seriously, then I won't treat you like a jerk. Now I see that. That was excessive. What did you throw at me? Thanks, Misty. Oh, of course. Oh, from classmate to jerk. Sure. Yeah, I look good in glasses. Shame I can't see anything. Well, luckily I can't see anything without glasses, so I'm gonna look just fine with them. And by just fine, I mean really bad. But not much but like, I'm not touching my eyeballs for contacts, so no. Hang on, just need water and ice Pokemon, which I don't have. And get some Clobberpuss, so much Clobberpuss. You sure what you're saying is all right, Sonny? Do you not believe me? No, I believe you well enough. Just, you know, being an influencer and all, I've heard a fair share of digs about myself. These aren't just rumors, Raihan. I was here last year, and I saw her. Fair enough. I'll try to keep an open mind, though. Seems like some kind of mild disagreement. Hey, what's up? Daniel? What are you talking about? Who else? Melody. Sunny here is trying to convince me that Melody is pretty much the devil herself. Of course, I trust Sunny, but forgetting the DMs of any of my haters, I sound pretty off myself. I'm not the only one. Ask anyone else who was here last year. Well, I suppose I could, but... Look there! Broly! Hey, Sony! Hey, Sony, right? What's up? It's Melody. Raihan doesn't believe what I'm telling about her. Huh, geez. Yeah, that's been a big pain in the ass already. No less than 3 reports about her already, and those are the ones the disciplinary committee felt needed our attention. Of course, there's little we can do but elevate the issue to Dean Drayden. Crikey, you mean she's actually that much of a problem? We, as the acting student council, should not tell stories that paint the students under our responsibility in a negative light. I'm totally going to anyway. Brawly. Just one story, you know, that one. I suppose says a I can't read. One supposes a dry recounting of the facts would be not out of line for preparatory purposes. I feel as though I've opened some door I can no longer close. Excuse me, Roxy. Alright, now you three, listen up. Big Brother probably is going to tell you a seafarer's tale that'll chill your bones more than any story about Sharpedo or dead waves could. Should we grab some popcorn? Raihan, jeez, be serious. This is a matter of survival. Brawly, remember, recount only facts. Let's not speculate on possible other misdemeanors. Given Melody's rap sheet, there's hardly need to embellish. Hey, clear Clear the air. I'm getting into my groove. By all means. Last year, I shared one class with Melody. Just one. We didn't homeroom together, but we had an elective together. We were taking Instructor Juan's elective. Oh yes, I remember Instructor Juan. Not ringing a bell. He taught water type classes, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he was the teacher. He was the teacher of Instructor Wallace. Mentored him apparently. Not Koban, back in Hoenn, in Pacific Log. You mean Sutapolis? Huh? Do I? You do. Damn. I spent so long trying to figure out how to pronounce that. Anyway, that part isn't important. Melody and I took Instructor Juan's elective together. And what I saw in that class, some people are just bad apples, you know? Well known for spoiling the bunch, was immediately removed from the barrel. She hated Instructor Juan. That's speculation. Nah, she straight up said she hated him. Those two would get into arguments all the time. Melody even started screaming at him in class. He kicked her out of her class a ton. We're pretty sure her grades were in the toilet, and she was angry that he wasn't bending the rules for her. Please remove speculation from the records. Yes, Your Honor. Anyways, one day Instructor Juan just straight up disappeared. And I'm not pointing fingers, but there's only one person who hated him enough to make that happen. You make it sound like she had kidnapped him. We all know where he is. He's running the Sutapolis gym, but his disappearance from his teaching position without a word of explanation to his class. Well, as student councils, we had to field tons of confused questions about where he was and what his students should do. Tom, what happened? I stepped up. Not much of a water teacher, mostly focusing on fighting types, but the class was like totally sunk without someone in charge. He was very noble. I only taught the class for like a week. Then Chef Kofu took over instruction until Wallace decided to try teaching. His students seemed happy enough, but an irresponsible choice. Teachers hold the livelihoods of futures of their students in their hands. Not something to be done on a whim. Roxy's a Stephen fangirl. She took it very personally when Wallace trounced him. Speculation. So Melody got a teacher fired. I mean, that's pretty bad, but... Baton pass, Raleigh. I'm up. Got it. You've only heard the beginning of the start of the story. And that's where I cannot read. And this is where it gets grisly. Brawley attended class with 3 women of unparalleled beauty. Yes, Roxy, you'd like to say something? Unparalleled beauty is an unverifiable matter of opinion. My mistake. Perhaps you would forgive me if I were to apply that descriptor to you instead. Well, that's still subjective. They were known as the Sensational Sisters. Their names were Daisy, Lily, and Violet. Most popular girls in our school. They were solid Teflon. They were solid Teflon, never bothered, never harassed. Truthfully, I would have given anything to be one of them. But I suppose I was doomed to the shadows, given that my name was not Flower. It's not a flower. Sonny, your last name is Magnolia. It's not the same. Feels the same to me. Yes, they were pretty powerful, practiced, and perfect. We, as student council, were often forced to negotiate them, given their sway over popular opinion. But I set the tower up just now to make the eventual destruction even more poignant. Melody managed to steal their boyfriends. That's not confirmed. Whatever the case, one after another, their boyfriends broke up with them, publicly. You have to understand the social stigma here. All 3 of their boyfriends were ace members of the battle team. They, in turn, were the stars of the cheer squad. We have a cheer squad? Boy, do we. I nearly got stuck in their changing room. Right, Leaf told me about that one. She rescued you, right? That's one interpretation of events. Ahem. Sorry, carry on. So, yes, I was saying, social stigma. They were perfect pairs, created out of perfect people. To break up, whatever occurred must have been tremendous. We, the student body, were left nonplussed and wondering. Until, of course, everything became incredibly clear. Violet's, or perhaps Daisy or Lily's, which I don't remember. X confessed to Melody. Clearly, Melody had managed to seduce the three most popular girls' boyfriends away from them. Really, Roxy? That's speculation, right? It's permissible. What? What? Just because he called you pretty? I'll call you pretty too. Later. Faulkner, please wrap up. Oh, whatever happened? Melody managed to make up the three biggest couples in school in one fell swoop. High school level nonsense. That it might be, but it was immensely entertaining, Roxy, if you would. I have not much to add. There's only one thing I'm confident of, one thing I can say that requires no interpretation or imagination to bring into truth. And with no further permissible, Melody is absolutely untouchable. For whatever reason, nothing any student, teacher, or even Dean Drayton does can affect her. We are regrettably amongst the powerless number. You're telling me even Dean Drayton can't expel her? For one reason or another, no. I am all but certain that she could walk up to Dean Drayton, steal his Pokemon, and he would not lift a finger against her. So it's true, she always gets away with everything. Some people think she's blackmailing Dean Drayton somehow. I saw her today. She wasn't in uniform. Amongst her least offensive infractions, yet still the one that aggravates for no good reason. Well, Raihan, I hope that I made the veracity of Sonia's statements clear to you. I also heard that she was kicking out I also heard that she was kicked out of the school for being violent towards her classmates, even teachers. We cannot confirm that. Guess I should have listened to you then, Sonny. Sounds like you were pretty right on the money. Thank you. As the acting student council, we, of course, seek the success and happiness of all the student body. That being said, stay away from Melody. For your own safety, bros. In lieu of perfect information, one can only act on the information that is immediately apparent. And the information that is apparent in circumstances is quite telling. Well, thanks for the news. I won't spread it around, honest. No worries about that. I follow your Rota photos. I know you're a good guy. Happy birthday, by the way. It's your birthday, Raihan? Ha, yes, sorry, mate. I was trying to keep that under wraps. Oh, sorry, bro. I believe that's our cue to depart. Please make it back to your dorm shortly. Curfew is soon. Raihan, why were you trying to hide your birthday? Nothing serious. Just to know, you and Nessa are enough. Besides, people send me gifts all the time. Give me stuff for free. Birthdays aren't so special. And I'm already older than most people here. I don't want to draw attention to it, right? You're hardly Opal's age, Raihan. Don't need to worry about seeming old. You say that, but it's amazing how quick your demo drops off when you hit 25. Of course, I've got a few years till that. I'm not in any hurry. Right then, we should probably head back to our dorms, like Faulkner said. Yeah, right. See you later. You make your way back to the dorms, but weirdly, Yellow and Ethan seem to have already gone to bed. Blue is just sitting on the couch, looking forlornly at Inferno and Logos mad. Leaf sitting on the other end of the couch, seems to be trying to escape without being noticed. Hey, Blue. You're back. True. Guess game night is cancelled? Guess so. You talked to your grandfather? Yeah, I talked to Gramps. I know how EV works now, so that's great. Are you gonna tell us? No, information is power. I might be able to surprise one of you two, and beat you with it. Yeah, probably should have expected that. Well, the air here is really awkward, so I'm going to go to bed. You wait for a while, but Blue doesn't say anything more. Following Leaf's lead, you also go to bed. Just move forward, heading to bed. Let's see here. Oh wow. This is gonna have a second scene. Neat. And they're gone. Great. Let's see here. I'm already at level 4, so don't have Hilbert's numbers, so close to Nessa. Before evening, level 4. One with Nate. Nothing. I think I'll do Nessa. Yep. Alright. Off to sleep. Here. Morning, Yella. Morning. Did you do something new with your hair? Blue never notices. Okay. Noticed you and Ethan weren't there for the game last night. That's 2 weeks we missed, right? Maybe Blue and Leaf actually do have something in common. Yeah, I went to bed early. I was watching the Coordinators Club meeting. It went a bit long, and I didn't want to risk leaving while Lisa was training the coordinators. In case she thought I was one trying to escape. Heard she can get pretty intense. But I don't know you were interested in coordinating. I'm not really. I'm just looking for something to do. Normally I'd spend my evenings with Blue, but since we weren't talking, well, I wandered all over school until I found the coordinators. Think you might try out? No, definitely not. They're all so pretty and graceful and confident, I wouldn't last a second in the ring with them. Besides, the outfits coordinators wear they're a bit much for me. Hey, you never know until you try. So, coordinator meetings so, Coordinator Club holds its meeting on Mondays? Not usually, but Lisa's been holding a lot of extra meetings. There's a big contest coming up, and Lisa wants to make sure the Coordinators Club gets puts in the best show they can. The contest was called the, I think it was called the Millennium Drop Water Festival Contest? Bit of a mouthful. Yeah, they just called it the Millennium Drop. Might be fun to watch. If you want, you can attend Coordinator Club meetings. Lisa calls them almost every other day. There's not one today. There should be one tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Don't worry. I'm not gonna make you participate in contests, buddy. Well, unless you want to, I guess. Who knows? I always said I was going to be Pokemon champion. Never specified what kind. Maybe I'm going to be contest champion? Well, those are called top coordinator, but whatever. You didn't have to laugh at me, Peaks. Whole Moon passes quickly, with Oak seeming serious and focused, hinting that the quiz coming on Thursday would involve effects of terrains. The only hiccup is Melody, who abruptly leaves 20 minutes before the end of class. Sam's lid tightens, but he otherwise doesn't react. Roxanne said no one can touch Melody. Does Sam already know that, or has he not tried yet? Well, at least she was wearing her uniform this time. And I don't get to see it. Ah, well. Anyways. I could have sworn. I really should start. Should I do some more fairy? Nah, fairy's good for right now. Who is history's greatest dragon-type master? That is difficult to say. Our species have partnered for millennia, but it is challenging to evaluate the ancient figures as trainers, primarily due to lack of evidence. Furthermore, until recent centuries, human and Pokemon had fundamentally different relationships. Direct Pokemon-human combat was once commonplace. There were no rules or governing bodies to oversee battles. Many cite Nobunaga? Many cite Oda Nobunaga as the first proper Dragon Master, due to his tactical reforms and overwhelming influence, but even he studied dragons under Tetsuhira Miko. Who would win between Nobunaga and, say, Dean Drayton, a master of modern tactics? or a man used to fighting for survival? There's no clear answer, but since you've asked for one, Leon currently, Nobunaga, among trainers whose battles we would recognize. Wan Yu, pushing the definition of trainer to its absolute limits. Enough of this nonsense. Perhaps someone has a more serious question. Claire spends the next hour feeding off of historical death matches. That sounds fun. Reach level 21. Nice. Which is why it's important to practice your ability to determine a Pokemon's age at a glance. If you can tell how much experience a Pokemon has, you can figure out how hard a Pokemon will fight. But if you know how experienced a Pokemon is, you can figure out how it will fight, which it might be more important. Brendan, what's that sad face for? Oh, nothing big. I just, sorry, I don't want to disrupt or slow down the class or anything, but I'm really not getting this. State your concerns. Sure, I guess just don't know how knowing the Pokemon's age helps us to know how to fight. Sorry, I get that it's the most basic part of what you're trying to explain. Totally fine. I'm sure a lot of other people would appreciate a further explanation too. Sure. Yeah, I would. Hear a few more murmurs of assent. I know you're just saying that, but thanks. Think back to my battle with Bruno last Friday. Did you notice anything particular about how we fought? Yeah, Instructor Bruno moved around the battlefield a lot more, and he used Pokemon type's advantage against you and Daniel. But you just kind of stood there and sent out really powerful moves. That's exactly right. And Pokemon are the same way. A younger Pokemon usually attacks more quickly, and are less careful about spending their energy. Older Pokemon might prefer to line up precise, powerful attacks that are guaranteed to hit. These preferred battle style preferences are often categorized in groups called natures. Of course, there are many other factors besides age. Personality is a significant one, but even personality often changes with age. Anyways, does that help, Brendan? Totally! But, I've got another question, though. That's what we're here for. How do we figure out how do we figure out the age of a Pokemon? Like, they all look the same, don't they? Not necessarily. Its experience side, though. Not even Pokedexes are accurate enough to determine the age at a glance. A lot of what you want to look for are the same sort of things you look for in human beings. Size is an indicator, graying plumage or fur is a significant one. Scratching or chipped teeth, horns or scales. Oh, and for your Charmander fans out there, a lot of fire-type Pokemon have exposed flames. On younger Pokemon, the flame tends to be larger and redder. Older Pokemon have yellower, smaller flames. Bug Pokemon don't have to live that long, 10 to 30 years, depending on the size, though there are exceptions, like Volcarona, who can easily live longer than humans. They don't always, though. Most mid-sized mammal Pokemon, like Herdior or Raichu, live somewhere from 30 to 50 years. Dragons can hit 100, often more. There are just generalizations, of course, and it's worth noting that unevolved Pokemon might be very old, or evolved Pokemon might be very young. Experience, capital E, is the measure of their ability to use Pokemon energy. Poke energy, not life experience. Only thing that can measure that is a calendar. Huh, okay, does the lifespan of a Pokemon change when it evolves? Then, like you said, Raichu can live to 30 to 50 years. What about Pikachu? A friend of mine told me Pikachu evolved into Pikachu, and then Raichu, but like, Pikachus are way smaller, right? That means they live a little longer? Good thinking. Evolution doesn't seem to change the lifespan of a Pokemon, though. Even Bagon, for example, could live over 100 years, even if it never evolves. Thanks, sir, that really helps a ton. Of course, there are some Pokemon where a visual assessment is simply not possible. Many ghost types aren't ever visually changed, nor do they age. Some steel types are very similarly visually unchanging, though they do age. In cases like those, your best bet might really just be size. Almost all Pokemon get bigger with age, even if they don't age. That's wild! Why do they get bigger, then, if they don't age? It's me. One of the professor probably knows. Older, we know this. It's because an unaging Pokemon's maturity is connected to their accumulation of Pokemon energy. Since they are gathering more energy, it affects their physical bodies too. Many martial arts and Pokemon train many martial artists and Pokemon train to allow their energy to influence their body. But for some Pokemon, it's a condition of their birth. Oh yeah, I heard about that once. Wasn't there some massive monster that caused trouble in Kanto? It was like hundreds of years old, right? Black fog settled on the city's darkest hour. Fortunately, the Pokemon was captured, retained, and released. Huh? How'd they catch it? Massive Pokeball. Come again? We used a massive stone Pokeball. I have heard the logistics of this. I cannot share that. The creation of such an artifact of immense power is a closely guarded secret. Agatha was the only one who knew exactly how it worked. Spoil sport. Got me all excited over the idea of catching an enormous... Well, frankly, I'm not sure what I'd want to catch, but the novelty of using a massive Pokeball is something I'd like to try. Like those big balls use in Galar. my older voice is not... Oh wow. 3 people, that's not normal. But anyway, my older voice is not just going out. Like those big balls they use in Galar. I think I could Dynamax up an entire gauntlet of them at once. Hammerlock Gym's open if you want to give it a fast shot. That's not a half bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. I cannot begin to name the reasons why that wouldn't work. We'll discuss this later. It's time for the battles. Fair enough. Let's call him out. Daniel, your opponent for today will be Caleb. Good morning. Hey, how are you? I can't complain. My thumb's been extraordinarily busy recently with May, Brendan, and Serena all preparing badly for the upcoming contest. I'm afraid the name escapes me. I remember it was a mouthful, though. Millennium drop water thing, yep. Oh, yes. That was it, exactly. Shop mine. Well, regardless of what it's called, my roommates are quite busy. I'm rather ashamed of my comparative inaction, if I may confess that things to you. It's really fine to just focus on your studying and training. True, but I did have plans to join the student council, and I did have a backup plan. My own foolishness, of course. Perhaps I'm speaking from our own niche. This is a terrible French accent. Find it, man. I tried briefly tutoring Wadley in our shared fighting and fairy electives, though perhaps my Colbon colleague might be as a teacher. Unfortunately, he seems uncomfortable around me, not an ideal situation for our roommate to be in. He seems rather fond of you, though. Why, half my aborted attempt at tutelage was just my homemade attempt at teaching him to imitate you. Really? How'd you do that? Mostly stating his desire to be champion and running around a lot. Sure thing. Your understanding of Wally goes up, and in a direction you're not necessarily appreciative of. Well, I imagine it's left card. Let's proceed without battle. I'd ask you to go easy on me, but frankly, my Flabébé has been an absolute brat recently. She requires some correction, and I'm not equipped to deliver it. Please, Caleb, you really need to get your Flabébé under control. You're preaching to the choir, my dear Danielle. Oh god, that was terrible. Anyway. Oh my... Oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Especially considering that it doesn't need... Darn. What kind of... This is such a weird strategy. Such an incredibly strange strategy. And I'm dead. Great! Donna, you're up. we go. Level 21. Nice. I see a problem here. Yep. Gotta do it. Racer. Well, Magic Leaf's the one that can't miss. Down it goes. Uh-oh. That'd be trouble. Come on. You got this. Feeling. Oh, Andasia. And then I'll just 4 of them left. That's fine. Down you go. I'm not even surprised. Very well done, my friend. I wanted my battles to be fun and surprising. Tragically, it appears we cannot get everything we want. Though you've a good start. On that note, thank you for your assistance in reprimanding my today. No, my accent. I don't know why my voice is doing that, but it's not. Wow, 4 people. That's really not normal. Hi there. All I did was knock her out. She's gonna be exactly the same when she gets her energy back. So you say, but hope springs eternal. By the way, shouldn't your fillet be a full wet by now? Oh geez, sorry, did I say something wrong? I wasn't like doubting your ability or anything. No, it's not that. You are quite right. She by all rights should be. She simply refuses to evolve, and as a sort of power play over me. Well, that can't be right. I know that Pokemon are inherently good, but her actions really do seem to be, well, manipulative is a strong word, but it rather fits. I cannot imagine what more she wants. I've given her all my attention, fair but effective training, high quality food, and increasingly the last dredges of my sanity. Ah, God, this voice is killing me. I know a lot of Pokemon, but I've never heard something like this. I certainly did not expect this to be the sort of daily troubles I'd have to deal with. Stay strong, man. As class files out, older desk is another student. Yep. Level 20. Nah, don't worry about it, kid. They certainly should be. Yep, I'm at that level. Things are fine. This is fine. Student walk to the cafeteria. You suddenly notice a diverse group of students standing around the table with a not so recognizable figure at the center. Hey Lisa. Well, they don't look happy. Well, except Dawn. With Phobos around here, we absolutely cannot afford to put forth anything less than our absolute best. Our success as coordinators depends on the success of the Millennium Drop Water Festival contest. I can't read. That's why I need to call another meeting this evening. I get that this contest is really important, but what does Phobos being here have to do with that? He's one of the school's board members, and one of the richest too. No wonder if our tuition's been going to him. Brandon and I were really hoping for a break, though. Look, battlers don't take us seriously. They never have. There's a reason the only regional contests are actually popular is Hoenn, and just because they were invented there. Well, contests are popular in Sinnoh too, so I don't know what you're talking about. If we want battlers to take us seriously, if we want the world contest champion to someday hold the same weight as world champion. Shut up, Dell. Then we need to be serious. I was gonna go on a date though. There are more important things to do today than to go on dates, Clara. I've attended all these emergency meetings so far, but it's tiring, more so than I'm accustomed to handling. I'm not asking you to do any more than you can do. I'm only asking you to do the most you can do. I guess we have to. None of us are going to walk away from direct instructions by Lisa anyway. But I still don't get why the pompous blowhard Phobos has to do with this. It's not apparent. Just tell us. Well, if he's a coordinator, he will be inclined to assist us monetarily, no? He wouldn't want to do that if it turns out there's no amount of money that he can make to shape us up, though. That's exactly right. That's why we need to win the Millennium Drop Water Festival contest. Does she have to say the whole thing every time? To prove to Phobos that the coordinator club deserves just as much funding as the battle team. That'll never happen. Koban's battle team is legendary. Besides, they've got the Tamauchi family bankrolling them now. Exactly. They don't need the school's funding. They can just reach into Tamauchi's pockets. And I happen to know for a fact that Phobos isn't overly fond of the battle team. So I'm sure we can get him to divert some funding, but only if we prove to him that we're worth it. That's why I don't want a single non-Koban student in that winner's circle. That's why we're having an emergency meeting after school today. Yes, Liz. Cheer up, guys. More practice just means we'll shine even better when the contest happens. Seems like Dawn's the only one who doesn't mind intense training. I guess since she's already used to the battle team, it probably feels easier. Coordinator club eventually disperses. Right, I guess I should go find a table now. Oh, wait, Daniel, I totally didn't notice that you were here. Hey. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that you're easy to miss. You're really not. I just was surprised, that's all. But that reminds me, I've got some really bad news. We're gonna have to postpone our date. I figured. Nothing can be done about it, though. This is really just about training you guys. Just the way it is. I think it's 5 people? That's really not normal. Suppose that new anti-poke assortment's doing a lot more than I expected. I've got something tomorrow, but how about a rain check to Thursday? Huh? Why would we need to delay that long? Well, I mean... Oh, it's because of Leaf, isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't know exactly what you were talking about. She's always dropping out of her commitments. We don't need to delay more than a few hours. We can meet up after the coordinators club meeting. I'll meet with you outside of Relic Hall. Wouldn't that be after curfew though? Yeah, but the disciplinary committee isn't like all that good at their jobs. They're constantly fighting with each other, and everyone hates Sharon. Like, even if someone caught us, they wouldn't report us to the disciplinary committee. Honestly, the formation of the disciplinary committee kind of made the rules a lot looser. I guess that makes sense then. Oh, I just had an idea. Totally off your head, but since you're here, would you like to come with me to the emergency coordinator club meeting? Not to do anything, I'm just asking if you'd like to watch. If it's after class bout, I guess you won't have any free time. But watching one of Lisa's club meetings is really a one-time experience. He'll imagine she wants to watch that too. Maybe when we go there, I'll run into her. On the other hand, I might want to do something else this evening. But like Claire said, this is a one-time thing. Besides, all the other coordinators are going to be at the meeting. I mean, I do like Pokemon contests a reasonable amount, so... And I did kind of delay back the... Yeah, I did kind of delay back the... Yeah, but this does give me an opportunity, but on the other hand, it was the right one, so... I can also just theoretically skip them. Let's see here. Where I got Misty. Let's see here. Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I could skip them and then I'd finish everyone else out, provided nothing pops up on Thursday or Friday. Sure, I'll go. Really? Awesome! I love how you think all my ideas are so good. You're support means a ton to me. That's just really an admirable trait. It's another reason I like you. See you later, then. See you later, then. Where's she going? This is the cafeteria. Maybe I should get in the garden again. But whatever, I'm in the mood for Toad Scroll Rims. Yum. Ah, there we go. Melody table. Uh-oh. Just Toad. But it would be... Okay, so it's saying I just don't do this, but it would be funny. It would be very, very funny. But, anyway, who do I yap to now? No scenes. Nate, I'm already at level 4 with him, so don't need to do that. Next to Herbert, but I'm negative 0. Negative 2. Got nothing on Brandon. Or that. So, pretty close with Rosa. And with Silver. Yes, but I also have to do that. Sonya's also level 4. Henry, Janine, well, Jane's not in the lunchroom, so can't really do anything if I wanted to. Nothing. Level 4. So, it's Misty, Rosa, Silver, Sonia, and Flannery that I could yap to here. Also yap to Hilbert, but I think I'm going to see that. Let's see here. So, it's just Silver here. Yellow, Ethan, and Gold. Sonia, Sabrina, Nessa, Rosa. Ooh, that's a lot of people I need to yap to. Hilbert's there, also Bay. Why is Wally at the romance table? Psychic type. Oh, Clara's there. How am I already at level 4 with Clara? Are you kidding me? She just got here. That's so weird. Maybe that's just Misty. I think I'll just go to the famous table. Yep. Just join the competition. Neat. Yep. Getting closer. Getting closer indeed. I gotta fix that thing with Hilbert though. Eventually here. Anyway, gotta go fighting because I gotta keep training up Scraggy. Fighting? Yep, I sure do. Yep, got lost. Indeed. Gatsue, Lars. Sensei. You advanced rapidly in this class. I'd like to give you an advancement exam. However, I asked you each question. No, not really. I used a cream for that. Nani? What? I ask you one question. What is the true benefits of a black belt? Well, it shows everyone around you what rank of martial arts you are, so you don't have to tell them? So what? So, Gosh darn it. I hate it when he does this because I'm so bad at Japanese. Sorwa chi gao yao. It reaffirms your own self-worth. Achievement without recognition. Ha! Good for training, but what do you train for besides recognition? No, you wear the belt because it reminds you what you've achieved. It reminds you of every battle you have fought, every strife you have pulled through. Huh? There is little reason for humans such as ourselves to keep fit, to remember how to Kina in this world of Pokemon. We do it for ourselves, to live longer, to feel good, to show off, or perhaps to train our Pokemon more effectively. And this is the Subarashi. Belief in yourself is the most important thing in a martial artist can have, whether human or Pokemon. So if I give a Pokemon a black belt in recognition of some achievement, which doesn't necessarily have to be the full process of getting a black belt and a human would go through, would it help me? Would it help them? Hey! Pass this advancement exam, and I will let you give black belts to your Pokemon. Your Pokemon fighting type moves will be boosted by 10%. Cool, do I get one? No! You must pass 7 Shinken and win a Tournamental. Worth a shot. Push past them. Pick a single Pokemon to fight against my fighting type. Let's see here. Who's got something that can pick a fighting type's butt? Well, I just realized Willow's here, and Willow's got Psybeam. Bonsai indeed. Mr. Timber. Psybeam. Psybeam again. Did it just use Stealth Rocks? Anyway. Hajimate, your Pokemon are now worthy of the black belt, but remember, you are not worthy of wearing one. This feels backwards. Neat, I got a black belt. You long time around your own waist, but... And that's the end of the lecture. He's really making effort. This is another one of his class-long lectures. It's actually about modern, practical, competitive battle strategies. I wonder if I could have helped him, and my class, if I said something earlier. You're all free to go. Enjoy your evenings. Sam's eyes lingers on Melody, who has been on her phone the entire class. Miss Melody. I'm texting. That's the issue. You shouldn't be. Whatever, what is it? Thursday's test will be extremely difficult. I recommend you pay attention to the lectures I give. I had Rowan's class last year. I think I'll be fine. Sam seems conflicted. He furrows his brows and rubs his forehead. Shoot, which one do I need more right now? Patience. I need a little bit more. But patience is also the trait I need for D&D. Your patience reaches 7. After a couple of moments, Sam's brows unfurrows, and he lets out a mighty sigh. Lad, I don't believe I've had the opportunity to apologize yet for my teaching methods thus far. You don't need to. You're new to this. I mean, it worked for me. You got me to memorize every single Pokemon's data, you know? No way I could have known how much went into teaching. I believe I should have, though. I thought simply having the knowledge, then sharing it, would be enough. But it seems I don't have necessarily the knowledge that I thought I did. Immensely frustrating, and now there's this human element with a new troubled student. It was pretty bad timing. I didn't create the digital Pokédex on my first try, nor my 13th. Persistence is all that is required of me now. Still, it's rather demoralizing to realize that the field I thought I had mastered, I had really no proficiency in at all. I used to scoff at Dr. Katsura's insistence that he's studying the sciences of teaching before... I cannot read. used to scoff at Dr. Katsuo's insistence he studies the science of teaching before he became a teacher. I imagined a man of his intellect was far past the need to do such things. Foolish of me in hindsight. Well, we're in a school. There's never been a better place to learn new things. True, but I'd rather not at your expense. Sam. Well, so they can do about it now. I should go meet up with Claire, right? Where does the Coordinators Club usually meet up? Oh, you're going to watch the Coordinators Club meeting? Oh, I didn't realize I said that out loud. But yeah, that's the plan. That's so great! It's about time we coordinators get a chance to show you Battle Team guys what we can do in our arena. We have a meeting in the contest coliseum. I'm going there now if you'd like to come with me. Sure, let me just go get changed. Of course, Brendan and I will meet you outside Relic Hall, since both of our dorms are there. You got it. You go back to your dorm. Explain to Leaf and Ethan where you're going. Contest? Yeah, sure, have fun, I guess. You could sound less enthusiastic. There's like two things you do with Pokemon, and that's the less interesting one. Get off my back. Leaf, you don't know. You don't know the 5D chess that is contests. You really don't. Damn, we had 600 viewers at one point. That's crazy. Ethan seems to be in a grumpy mood, and you're probably thankful for the excuse to step out. My voice is feeling terrible. Where are they? Hey, sorry we're late. I couldn't find my scrunchie. Completely fine. Completely fine. I wasn't here long. I just... Dan, you're rocking it. Hey, you ready to go, bro? Daniel, are you alright? Your face is all flushed. Dang. Hey, thanks, bro. You too. From one brother who puts in the work to look good to another. Respect. Thanks, Daniel. You really like my contest outfit? Brandon suited for me himself. I mean, I just used the pattern. I didn't create the design. Nice Dress is based on something Lisa wore earlier in her career. But I guess it's pretty good. Don't require repairs all the time. Most contest outfits are built to be light, so they fall apart pretty often. I try to make my outfits that bring out the best in the wearer, and I don't require but bucket loads of cash to keep running. I cannot read. And they're going. That's fine. You're so practical, sweetheart. We're running a bit late though. Liz will tear our heads off if we're not there in position on time. I swear, the only one who keep up with her is Dawn. Well, Liz did specifically recruit her. That's the entire reason we even got Liz. Well, Dawn and Caleb anyway. And we're so grateful. I get that, but what Liz said about needing to try harder is to be taken seriously. The battle really is true. I see where she's coming from, honestly. Yeah, she's not wrong, just intense. Anyways, we gotta hurry. Come on to the Coliseum. Yeah, sure, there's just one question. Where is it? What? Daniel, it's right behind the battle hall. That's not on my map. Daniel, can I see that map? Sure. Okay, you're right. It's not there, but, Brendan points at the big silver building that is, it's not Hoenians, it's Hoeners. What is this Hoenians? Hoeners. Come on, it's not that hard. Says, behind the battle hall. It's there, bro. I thought that was a part of the city. A little bit, but the campus extends into the city for a few blocks. That map you have is pretty zoomed in. I've been here for 2 months, and I'm just now learning this. Jeez, please don't tell Leaf. I'd never hear the end of it. Oh crap, we gotta go like triple time. Run, babe, run, let's go! Brandon and May lead you to a familiar location. First, the outside of the battle hall. Then a new location, outside of the shining silver building that must have that you must have assumed is the contest coliseum, before pulling a sharp turn around the back of the building. To the back! It leads directly into the practice room, and Liz might not see us coming in this way. Directly? You didn't mention the hallway. It's just at the end of this. We're almost there. We're too late. Darn! Not the pink dress. That's so disappointing. Hey, Daniel. You're here. I didn't know you were going to watch one of our practices, Daniel. How lovely. Daniel, what are you doing here? This is the contest club. Did you get lost on the way to the battle hall? I mean, I don't hate that you're here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Daniel. I thought about inviting you for a while now, but... Ah, shoot. Windows is being a jerk. Well, I was worried you'd find it boring, I guess. So it seems you have an interest in contests too. Aren't you the Renaissance man? The first child of mine is a tragic quality on its own merits. Oh, you actually came. I'm so glad. I hope you keep your eyes on me. Why is it 10 all the time? Daniel, right? That's me. Why do I know you? I beat Dawn in the quarter clashes. Oh, that's right. Right, there's that Pikachu. I remember now. Well, thank you for bringing my club members here. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to step out of the practice room for now, though. We're just about to discuss strategies for the Millennium Drop Water Festival contest, and we don't want letting any of our secrets spill out. It's totally fine. If you would like to watch our practice performance, you can head out to the open air stage. It's directly down the hallway. Christian and Caleb are there, I believe. Cheer Jasmine and I. Sounds like a plan. Sorry for interrupting everyone. Totally fine, bro. Thanks for running with us. We'll see you in a bit. And remember, it's just a straight line down the hallway. I don't think I'm gonna get lost down there, and I'm lost. I swear, the exact moment I step off the map Lee gave me. Pika. It's okay, I'll just retrace my step. You turn around. You turn around to grab the door handle and leave this ready room you find yourself in when strangely... Huh, did the lights just flicker? Yeah, let's get out of here, bud. Clunk. Wait, why isn't the door opening? What's happening? Is it? Before you have the time to panic too much, use the dog or the other direction, and the door easily opens. No one saw. You're cool, you're still cool. Leave the room. What's going on here? Who are we getting introduced to? Is there anyone here? Anyone? Is there anyone here? Is there anyone here? Why not? Lumiose Ghost Girl? Maybe? Probably not. Whew, here we are. Find our way back into the hall. Should just be at the end of this. May said, right? Should just be at the end of this. May said, right? Let's go. I totally screwed that up. Looks like the coordinators are already here. Yes, they arrived on stage about half an hour ago. What? No way! Left the practice room before them 5 minutes ago. Well, I'm not sure what laws of logic would allow that to be a possibility. I mean, yeah, obviously it's impossible, but in any case, Serena informed me that you were coming here when the coordinators arrived. We suppose that you had some urgent business that dragged you away. No, I just got turned around and ended up in a ready room, but I swear it wasn't for more than a couple of minutes. I fully believe you. Perhaps it's just my own perception of time that's flawed. Caleb quickly checks his phone. Whatever he saw did not seem to impress him, and he puts his phone back in his pocket. Well, whatever the case, it's not worth thinking. Look, Brewster's coming back. Oh, you showed up? I thought you skipped out. In Crucial's hands, he holds a couple of slushies. Sorry, Daniel. Only got 2. Didn't know you'd be here. Nah, it's fine. My stomach feels weird anyway. I'm not sure I could drink right now. Crucial, where did you get these? Is someone running a store near here? Only who'd you expect? I'm not sure. Business. Did somebody say business? Hey, Gardenia. That's uncanny. I tried 4 times ever since the election. Works every time. I guess no one did? Seriously, how do you do that? You're like a ghost. You just phase into reality when there's a chance to make a buck. Haha, no, definitely not a ghost. But I appreciate the compliment. The only visible hand I'm about is the free market. Well, I'm glad you're mortal. Pretty sure I just ran into a ghost, or I'm going crazy. Got a family history of psychosis? My grandpa thought we were still at war with Unova. Not a good sign. Wait, what do you mean you're pretty sure you ran into a ghost? Oh, nothing really. I'm just joking. I got lost, found an empty ready room. The lights flickered, I couldn't figure out how the door knob worked. It took only a couple minutes, but somehow I ended up staying for like half an hour. In this building? Yeah, just in the hallway out that door. She really seems serious about this. Alright, well, if no one's in the mood to buy the lint in my pocket right now, I've got another business engagement to handle. See ya, stay 50. As Eugenia walks away, she pulls out her phone. You don't hear what she says into it, but you can make out one word. Commission. Is she making something for someone? How bizarre. Sinoans. It's Sinoese. How do we... Like, I know there's not really an official thing, but like, most people kind of call them the same things every time. You know? Cantonians, Jotoians, Hoeners, Sinoese, Unovans, Colossians, Galarian, Alolan. I don't know why I accidentally skipped over Alola. Alolans, Galarians, Paldeans. It's not that complicated. And I'm just padding out time because I gotta send this. Sinoese think they see spirits, gods, fairies, or whatever around every corner. That's just a stereotype. Instructor Winona's a devout archaeist, and she's not Sinoan. Instructor Winona needs to believe the universe has some sort of plan to not have a nervous breakdown every 10 minutes. Conversation trails off as Kusha, Caleb, and you all turn your attention to the stage, where the coordinators are performing vigorous drills of segments from their performances. Hi, Daniel. Oh, Yellow. Couldn't find something to do again? Guess not. Please, take a seat with us. Thanks. I must confess, I'd say I'd come out here to the sports arena, but I'm not quite certain what we're watching. Same, I don't think Paldea even has a contest league. I've seen Jotoni contests before, Jasmine does those, and I came to watch them then. But Koban contests are different, aren't they? Yes, in Koban, instead of having 5 different contest tracks, there's only one kind of contest. Whether you try to appeal through showing off the toughness of your Pokemon, or their beauty, or their coolness, that's up to you. You don't need to you don't even need to stick to doing one specific kind of appeal throughout the entire contest. Interesting. That's not how it works in other regions, is it? Nope. Kobans like to be contrarian like that. You gaze at the stage, trying to make out the performance. You can't hear anything that's being said. There looks like a few of them are singing. Guess they didn't hook up their mics. Pardon my ignorance, but it seems that they are performing simultaneously. Are these theme-based contests, then? No. High performers all perform simultaneously in Koban. They all fight for the judges' attention. But they're not really fighting, because you can get points for making your rival's appeal look better. Fascinating. What wonderful spirit of cooperation. Are we not going to acknowledge the fact that Ventia just appeared out of thin air? It amazes what they can do with special effects nowadays, isn't it? Who knows? Share a look. Is there really such a thing as being too unflappable? Anyways, yes, so they're performing at the same time. In this region, the performances of the trainers are considered just as important as those of the Pokemon. So, every appeal has 2 parts to it, the performance and the Pokemon's moves. curious. It seems there's sort of a science to this. It appears that human performance appeals falls into 3 categories. Audio is one of them, singing and playing instruments. Physical appearance is important too. Dancing and acrobatic, perhaps even the feats of athletics could be considered. The third kind of appeals are prop-based appeals, or just props. These appeals use extra factors like juggling, pyrotechnics, or magic tricks. Ah, like those hidden wires that allow Tia to fly. Yes, that's correct. So, who's judging this thing? Oh, Koban Contest had 3 judges. I think Instructor Fantina will be one of the judges for the Millennium Drop. It's pretty useful to know who the judges are ahead of time, so you can tailor your performance to them. Sensible. They'll be wanting to see specific kinds of appeals, won't they? Techniques that demonstrate your Pokemon's toughness might not go over well for our judge who's in the mood to see some cute Pokemon display. I've been there before. Well, when I still boarded, there's some judges you knew weren't in a good mood. Nothing you did would squeeze a point out of them. That's why you need to keep an eye on which judges seem the most excited. If you manage to push a judge over the edge, they'd award you a ton of points. Of course, after they were satisfied, they did want to see something else, so you couldn't rely on the same tricks forever. Probably for the best. A contest where one performance does the same thing over and over sounds rather dull. I could have lived with it. It sounds like it's the same for Pokemon contests as it is for snowboarding then. Once a judge awards a jackpot, they usually start looking for something else. Or though they'd become easier to get excited since they've been warmed up. You know a ton about these contests, Yellow. Are you sure you don't have any interests? I couldn't do it. I mean, even if I was interested. The coordinators, everyone up on stage, they're so brave and beautiful. A moment passes as Grusha, Caleb, and you lock eyes in communications in the universal man language of eyebrow waggles. You nod and come to a silent agreement. You're beautiful too, Yellow! Thanks, but please don't say that. Of course. Come, Adisa. We mean it though. Don't. Yellow, you and the boys watch the contest with passive interest. You start noticing little oddities though. Perhaps 2 singers are singing at slightly different rhythms. May stands up and are perfectly coordinated, and she stumbles once or twice. After a while, Jasmine has to excuse herself from stage and sits down in the front row as she recovers her breath. And Clara's sportswear clashes somewhat with the other coordinators' formal outfits, even with the addition of her mink cloak. Mink cloak. I cannot read still. Meanwhile, Tia seems to be entirely unaware of the other performers, dancing to a tune only she can hear. Lisa dashes between the performers, providing advice, strengthening outfits, providing guiding notes for their vocal performances, but she's clearly sweating. Only Dawn has a performance you can call flawless, but she can't help but feel that her performance is lacking some originality. Of course, you don't recall ever seeing a Pokemon contest of any nature before, so you're not sure where this impression is coming from. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Should I? Oh, no, she's okay. I'm gonna say it. I mean, we're all thinking it. They're trying very hard. We should be proud of them. Oh? What do you think I was gonna say? What do you think? I was gonna say something else? Have some more faith. I suppose Lisa has only had them for less than a month. There were a lot of coordinators who were part of the club before, who just joined as, hobbyists. After you convinced Lisa to take over, most of the club dropped out. There used to be about 40 of them. Now that's less than a fourth of the number. Did I do something wrong by asking Lisa to teach? You did something you thought was right. I think that you would be. Gosh. I still can't read. That you thought would help people at the time. That's all anyone can do, really. Note they preoccupied this. Gosh, I can't. 2 years of Spanish in high school, and I still can't speak squat. The only reason they're worrying about making a splash at the Millennium is because now there's actually a chance they might. Before Lisa, nah. Making a splash? I do more than ice puns. Anyway, what Yellow and Cruiser say is right. You help the coordinators, the ones who want to work for it, out. I think she might have accepted a few hobbyists, but you gestured vaguely at the large building you're in. It seems a bit of a waste for the school to have spent this much money on a club that doesn't get stuff done. I suppose there's some truth amongst your points. Thank you for your support, you two. Anytime. Looks like they're wrapping up. It's getting kind of late. We should probably head back to the dorm, Daniel. You don't look excited. Come to think of it, Ethan was in a bad mood earlier as well. Did something happen between you two? Not between us. Looks like Yellow's actually mad. I didn't think that was possible. Wonder what happened. Yes, let's... So what is it? What's she doing here? Who? Oh, hey, Melody. Oh. Watching the coordinators is not a crime. What are you doing here? I'm here to support Serena. Keeping my eyes on Jasmine. Got it, your girlfriend's dragged you here. Hold on now. Are you kidding me? Her and me? We're friends and nothing more. There's not even the potential for more. Can you see that we're working? Really, there's so many reasons it's not happening. Sorry, I misread that. Can you see that working? Really, there's so many reasons that's not happening. I mean, the very idea is via Beaker's the imagination. With the magnitude of factors. It's not happening. Ever. This is so effing high school. Fine, your friends, who are girls, but not girlfriends, dragged you here. What about you, Blondie? I just think they're pretty. That's so sad. You're literally gonna make me cry. Right, I'm gonna go join the team. Be right back. Later, Daniel. Huh? Join the team? What does she mean by that? And why didn't she ask me why I'm here? You've grown far too comfortable being the most interesting person in every room. You're going to realize that occasionally people wish to interact with each other without using you as a medium. If you keep living in my head, I'm going to start charging the rent. Meanwhile, backstage, you are fretting over the rapidly approaching Millennium Drop Water Festival contest. Whew. Great work, everyone! I'm real proud of you. I can definitely see the diamonds that you'll become. Thanks, Lisa! I can't feel my legs. I can give you a massage when we get back to the dorm. Thanks, sweetie. That Birch girl. Brendan takes his contest so seriously, but it feels like Maeve's just along for the ride. I hope you don't have to give him a different training partner. The repertoires are fantastic. I hope I don't have to give them a different training partner. Their repertoires are fantastic, but I'm not sure they're effective at training together. Too soft on each other. I think I'm gonna lose my voice. I never sung for that long, not even in a theater. You might want to hold off on your theater appearances and lead it to the Millennium Drop Water Festival. I'm just gonna call that the Millennium Contest from now on. Huh? Other people might see your performance and come up with a performance that totally overshadows you. Since you focus a lot on audio appeals, using Pokemon moves that draw attention away from your audio-based performance could really mess with you. Yes. You've been focusing on training your voice, haven't you, Misty? As much as I can, but protecting my voice only works so much. I still God. This is going so poorly for me. I'll still never be louder than sound-based moves, and a move that causes massive explosions, a move that changes the weather, or a move that uses wind in some way. All it takes for one guy with a vendetta against you and an X-Cloud to completely drown out any chance of the Devs noticing you. That's why it's so important to practice routines. Simple physical moves, like biting, kicking, punching, slicing moves are really easy and fast to execute. Even if someone tries to throw off your performance, you can stay focused if you're doing a simple routine like that. Such simple routines are not likely to be noticeably impressive though, no? No, but it's better to pull off an unimpressive technique flawlessly than to fall on your face while pull off a trickier one. Something in sign language. I do not know. Ha! Same to you, Ventia. Where's that name coming from? I still have no idea what she's saying. I just don't have time to hire an interpreter for her. But I really don't see her having much success in comms anyway. She doesn't pay attention to other performers at all. Excuse me. It's her! Ah, shit. Wow, I guess I made a splash. Water pun. What's the deal? I don't bite. I've never seen this girl before. But she looks like my pupils are familiar with her, and not in a good way. Hi, Liz. Can get along with anybody. Build that bridge. Hi, I'm Lisa, the club coordinator advisor. We just finished practice, so I'm afraid our other club members need to go back to their dorms now. But there's something I can help you with. Yeah, I'd like to join. Okay, that wasn't part of the script I expected. Okay, I'm not sure we're accepting any new members right now, but if you have a strong pace and if you're not afraid to work really hard at it, I'll hear you out. Okay. I spent years mastering my singing technique. My breath control is precise. My vibrato is constantly at a 5 to 6 oscillation per second. I cannot read. I can sing from G2 to C6 with perfect pitch accuracy. I control dynamics flawlessly, ranging from 30 to 90 decibels, and my melosomatic runs can execute 15 notes per second with precise intonation. With perfect relative pitch, I can harmonize instantly, and my understanding of harmonic overtones at measurable depth, as confirmed by spectrogram analysis. Finally, I participated in every contest in the Orange Archipelago, with 79% win rate. That's every contest. Tangle Open, the Picnic Junior Cute, the Cute and Beauty Contest, the Canal Memorial Festival, the Pummel Hamlin Unity Concert, and Mandarin Island Orange Archipelago Grand Open, etc. I was the festival maiden for 7 years running at Chamuti Island Legend Festival, which is the big thing in Chamuti. I'm totally mispronouncing that. I have not watched Pokemon 2000 in a hot second, so oops. Well, that's a very impressive resume. You must be Melody then. I remember hearing about a young woman who was clearing the Orange Archipelago contest league a couple of years ago. I was a member of the Coordinators Club during the 2003-2004 school year. Never placed anywhere but first. That's a lie! I don't know anything about all the other stuff yet, but I know that one's a lie! Why do I know you? We take classes together? Bug? I hate bugs! I'm in a Golden Prince swimsuit right now! Water, dumbass! Language! It's fine, I get it now. Red hair, hand-me-down contest outfit, you must be Misty. What's that supposed to mean? Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. You're the spitting image of your sisters. Although they were prettier, taller, and apparently smarter. You shut up! Liz, you can't seriously be thinking about bringing her into the club. She's the worst! Not the worst at contest. Besides, I'm not the one causing problems here. I'm qualified, practice. I'll win the Millennium Drop for you, Lisa. Bobo will give you a blank check. That means a new round of contest outfits for everyone, on the school's dime. You'd have the money to hold any contest you want, right here in Koban. Build a new contest hall that isn't haunted to hell and back. Want to make world contest champion mean more? They're called Top Coordinator. Why are you not getting this? It's Top Coordinator. 10 billion would go a long way toward that. That's Tamaushi level money. You know you wouldn't leave that on the table. It's true that having people's support would make my dreams of expanding the influence and importance of contests much easier. And truthfully, I think she probably could win Millennium Drop Festival contest. Even now, her resume is legendary for such a young girl. But half my pupils are terrified of her, and the other half hate her. She makes a good point, but is it worth the drama? Of course, coordinators thrive on drama, but is it worth that much? Having difficulty deciding? Fine, expected. I respect you a lot, Lisa, so I'm not going to let you with the wrong decision. If you can't decide, check your phone. If you have a voicemail, listen to it. That'll make a decision for you. Adios. See you in Bud class, Misty. No way! You can't really be... I think I need to listen to that voicemail. Meanwhile, you back in your dorm. It's pretty late. Where did Claire say we're going to meet? Outside of alcohol, right? You go back to your dorm, where everything seems really still and quiet. Thankfully, there's still a common area. Since the common area is empty, you're able to sneak back out without much trouble. Make your way to in front of Relic Hall. Sneaking out of your dorm late at night, careful not to step on that one loose tile near the entryway. To avoid waking up your dorm mates, you quickly make your way to find yourself in front of Relic Hall, where you expect to meet Clara. Holy shit. And find her you do. Yeah. Yup, that's my reaction. Hi. So, what do you think? I'm not sure where to look, to be honest. Oh, is it too much? Oh, wow. This is where... Of course, this is where 6 people pop in. Yeah, it's a bit much. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make myself look good during a date. I don't know if you were going to wear the same clothes you wear every day. I wouldn't have put the effort in. That might be so embarrassing for you. Can you forgive me for caring so much? Yeah? Anyway, where are we going? Oh, there's a little club that we can go to in Asperia. It's a great place to hang out late at night. I think Leaf mentioned that place once or twice. Huh, Leaf, like Leaf? Yeah? That's pretty funny. That's a pretty funny thought. Patching Leaf at that sort of place. What do you mean? Oh, you know, I mean, Leaf's not really very... Let's just say she couldn't really handle this sort of place. What, is it a rough neighborhood? Is it safe for us to go here this late at night? Daniel, it's actually really scary. But I want to take somewhere really special, not just some boring Colossian restaurant you can go to anytime. Will you protect me? Of course, don't worry about it. The club's this way. Follow me. You 18? Yeah. Really Bouncer looks over to you with Claire carefully. There's no trouble. If you leave without buying at least 2 drinks, I'm checking your IDs. What, you didn't need to do that. I'll show you my ID right now. You show the unimpressed Bouncer your IDs. See? 18. No problems here. Daniel Laws. I recognize that name. You're the boss's friend, huh? Oh, you run a Silver Sky? Does he run this place? He ain't got nothing to do with it, you hear? Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that... I mean, I suppose other places the drinking age is 18, but I'm just used to the US of A where it's 21. Granted, I don't drink for myself for reasons. He seems pretty adamant. He doesn't want Silver to get in trouble for whatever they're doing here. You're too young for the full package, but you can come inside and get some drinks. Dance, maybe. Just don't ask for anything more. Alright, look at him. Now, come on, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. Cause no trouble. You step into the nightclub, find a booth, and sit down. Have you ever been here before? Not nearly cool enough for that. I think Leaf was planning to take me here at one point, though. Are you sure? Well, not exactly, but she mentioned it a few times. At the same time, she was talking about us going out together to the city. No, you shouldn't take everything she says at face value. Oh, geez. I know, she's really sarcastic. No, not just that, though. Look, she's a great friend, really. She's so smart and pretty and strong. But sometimes she makes promises and just forgets about them. Something she says matters so much to her, still can't read. She says something she says matters so much to her could just not matter the next day. That doesn't sound like Leaf. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I don't want to bring the mood down. Let's just forget about her. Get some drinks. The drinking age in Koban is 21, right? Oh! See, that's what I was thinking. Of course, what was I thinking? I'm sorry, in Gala it's 18. I just got confused. Hey, I don't mind, go ahead. Oh, it's not fun to drink alone. You won't make me feel lonely while you're here, will you? I don't drink. I really don't. So, why is there more people coming in? What the heck? Anyway, I don't drink, sorry. That's alright. I understand you don't want to take any risks. I won't judge you. I think it's really inspiring how you stick to your convictions, even when you make it seem less cool. Thanks. I find the way you don't give into peer pressure a bit sexy, actually. Ah, jeez. Yeah, you two going to order something? Just drink our air. I'll take Lumbre Swab, please. That's a pretty fancy name. Hey, what about you? Just water for me, please. Yeah, I can take a soda. Got it, two. Hey, that's enough. Hey, thanks, that's enough. Whatever. So, what's Lumbre Schwab's? I'm just realizing that's the sound from from German, so oops. Oh, it's a really strong lager from the region just east of Gala. But it's crystal clear, so you never know. Just look at it. But it's not actually water, it's poison. It's completely different though. Can I try a sip? What? No! That would be an indirect kiss. Oh, right. I'm really shy, you know? Sorry. But hey, how does shy girl like you learn about a place like this? Oh, well, I just kind of poop around places like this. In Gala, right? Yeah. Haha. I mean, hippos. I grew up in Spikemouth. It's a small town in Gala. Most people don't pay attention to it. Especially after Rose built a roof over it, just to cut us off from the Corvinite lines. Anyway, it's a dog place where there isn't much to do except drink, battle, and sing. So there's a lot of places like this. Sounds rough. Gym leader Pierce tries to keep our spirits up by holding concerts for us every week, but I guess he's the only one allowed to sing. Even though he's the entire reason Spikemouth is a dark shithole, he's too damn stubborn to do what Rose wants. I'm sorry, I don't really understand the situation there, but it sounds rough. Really are sweet. I'm a bit confused though. Raihan and Nessa wear Galarian gym uniforms, right? I've seen you wear one too. Does that mean you work for Pierce? Oh, no. Pierce trains dark types. I was a gym trainer for the poison type gym in the minor league. Gala has a minor league? Yeah, that's what everyone says. Galarian league sounds complicated. How come you're not taking poison classes at Koban then? Come to think of it, how come you're not at Koban at all? Oh look, here comes our drinks! The hostess tosses your drinks down the counter, filling a few drops, then stands there, waiting expectantly. You pay up front. Can we put them on our tab? No. Mandatory tip, 35%. Comes out to $400. Jeez Louise. I have $538 right now. Screw it. Well, I'm the guy. It's a gentlemanly thing to do. You pay for the drinks. What a gentleman you are. Alright, bottom up. Bottoms up. Clear quickly drinks, and her cheeks take a red flush almost immediately. As for you, you slowly sip water, watching the other nightclub patrons. Hey, what you looking? Why aren't you looking at me? Sorry, just watching the club. Never been in a place like this before. People are pretty open. Whatever, just look at me. What a date! You're dating me before anyone else. Sorry, Nessa beat you to the punch. Oh, she doesn't count. No, she doesn't count. We all know why. Baseless rumors. She's nothing like what people says. Claire does not appear to be paying attention. No, it's super cool that you're here with me now. I feel like I could tell you anything, everything. Claire leans more provocatively. Want to know a secret? Sure. I'm not wearing anything under these. Oh. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Wow, my voice must be really strong. There's no way I'm going to remember anything that happens tonight. Anything you tell me. I told you a really embarrassing secret, so would you tell me one of yours? I will remember anyway. Sorry, the only way I think of is Frenergy. I'm pretty much hoping the book besides that. No secrets? You really are perfect then. Gosh, this is no fun. Tell me something fun. Like what? Tell me who you got a crush on. Well, this is one of the easier questions. Oh! Not one of the easier questions! Good lord! Sure, buddy. I mean, the correct answer is Leaf, on account of we're about to go on a date with her. But, I mean, he's not my favorite character in this list, so... Shit, dude. I mean, for the Brit, I mean, like, I got Dawn in my profile pic, so it would make sense to put her down. But, I don't know. This isn't gonna come to bite me in the butt, is it? I'm gonna save here just in case it does bite me in the butt. Is this everyone? Everyone. Cherry's also a good option. I mean, realistically, there's only two options I can pick: Leaf or or Dawn. There's 6 people in here. I could also ask chat which one I should do. Shoot. Every character in the game. Jeez Louise. What is the guy option? I mean, I don't know else what I was expecting, but it's... Oh, it's not nearly as long of a list. Oops. Do I say Dawn for the channel thing, or do I say Leaf because it's the most canon? Yeah, screw canon. Besides, I already say it. I'm gonna say Dawn. Oh, that's a time bomb. She kinda just does whatever the strongest person around her says. You know, maybe that's you for a while. What if someone big and strong comes along and decides they want her? Relationships shouldn't be based on fear of suspicion. If those fades, only loyalty doesn't. Oh, I mean, that's what I've heard. I personally actually like her a lot. Okay, I guess I can do more than one? Well, fine, I guess I guess I can say Leaf. Be careful about her. She doesn't really mean the things she says, you know? Like, she says she wants to go on a date, then puts us up for a month, hope you can forget about it. Or she'll say you're your besties, then never mention you to her friends, like with me. Oh, I mean, that's just what Is she just gonna yap? I guess, I mean, since I saved, I don't really need to like, go through all of these. No one, so that means you're available? Well, we're dating right now, so I guess. Also, wow, you sobered up quickly. What? No, totally still drunk right now. Wow, I'm dizzy, but who says dating has anything to do with being available? Hey, you're so innocent. I like that. But I want to make you not. Hmm? This place is pretty boring, right? Why don't we go back to campus? Sure thing, I think it's a good idea. I didn't get a drink. I'd be worried about you getting back to your dorm without being seen where you are now. Maybe cold air will clean your head. Claire leads you with confidence back to campus, humming a little song. Crisp light air quickly sobers you up, and you can tell your senses have almost entirely returned. Time you used for alcohol. To your surprise, though, Clara keeps striding forward, walking right past your dorm hall. I think I recognize that too. Does it come from, like, a fast food commercial? Wait, are we going where I think we're going? Depends. Do you think we're going somewhere fun? Somewhere fun? Oh, this is ending poorly. Why? Wait, the pool? No, this isn't the stool pool. What is this? I guess you don't know about this place then. No, I just established this. This pool is private. Soundproof. No one ever comes here except to do one thing. Battle? You know that's not it. Well, I mean, Clara, I'm flattered, but we're moving pretty fast, aren't we? I just met her yesterday. What? Come on. You're being so serious. Come on. We're just gonna have fun. You don't need to make it mean anything. You suddenly become very aware of your own breathing. Sweat begins to form on your brow. Your hat brim betraying you by keeping in that heat. Clara, you're drunk. Oh, you're such a gentleman. I'm not, though. But you're staggering your entire way back. Yeah, I'm fine now, though. Let me swear us off real quickly. I'm not sure. Hey, Hale, come on, it's fine. I want this, okay? With you, now. No. I just met you. Hey, it's nothing about you, I don't need to hear it. It's not you, it's just me. I've heard that 8 times. Fine. I put on the slightest thing I could find, basically threw myself at you all night, but all I get is, you're classier than me or whatever? Just kidding, that's totally fine. I really love how you stick to your principles like that. Dude, I met you yesterday. This would be really stupid. Maybe just don't tell anyone about this. I don't want rumors spreading around, you know. Of course, I wouldn't dream of it. Thanks. Holy shit. This is the craziest thing that's happened to me all year. I'm counting the alien and extinct Super Pikachu in that. You quickly make your way back to your dorm, avoiding one loose tile and sinking back into your bedroom. Though of course, you cannot sleep a wink, end up staring at the ceiling power until your alarms go off. Crush to Rejector. Oh no. RIP. Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Morning, Snoring Beauty. I just wanted to let you know we're still on track for this evening. Great, do you need to keep updating me every day? Honestly, at this point, yeah, like, I don't want to make excuses, but if one more thing goes wrong, I want, like, plenty of foreshadowing for me to freak out. You know, I probably should have said this before. Could we just, like, walk around for a bit? I'd be happy with that. Yeah, I know. I've got excuses for why all the other ideas didn't work out, but I don't really have an excuse for this one. Homeroom passes uneventfully. Sam keeps an active eye on a thick book while teaching. Though the front is covered with thick duct tape, you recognize Sam's copy of Teachings for Geniuses. Alright. Well, that was interesting. I think I'm probably gonna stop it here on account of that was very intense that was very intense. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night here. I cannot believe it. We have 6 concurrent viewers. We reached peaks of like 7, and just wow. This is one of the most successful streams I've done so far. So thank you all for that. And I guess, yeah, hopefully I won't delay this by 2 weeks again, and I'll actually do it on Friday night like I keep saying that I do. But yeah, thank you all for watching the stream, and until next time, I guess, bye.